you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobbymaker account sound? Every month we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobbymaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your crafty makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random and will announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated and get inspired with Hobbymaker.
Okay, well, it's been a little bit different today. Obviously, we kind of brought a jewellery maker takeover for the first 2 hours, and now we're having a crafters takeover.
We are indeed, a little mini one,
Yes,
a little mini one, a little three hour little mini takeover.
It's lovely. I feel like we should have brought our cup of tea, and we should have kind of had a little tea cakes, we could have had like a, almost like a little afternoon tea at the same time.
Absolutely.
Celebrating the bank holiday.
We might make a note to that and tell Laura and everyone, get us a cup of coffee later or a couple of cakes and we'll be fine.
Come on, I'm sure that Scott won't mind buying it as, just order it in. Now, we are going to start, obviously normally at 1 o'clock we do our spotlight deal, but we are going to kick off with a spotlight deal immediately. It's an amazing opportunity, and I feel like a lot of the shows I've done with Crafters Companion, we've mentioned this, but I've never seen it.
Well, we always have, I don't know if you've noticed, we always have one at the side of us.
Seen it being used so often, but I've just never had it to actually kind of give to everybody at home as well. So we're going to do, kicking off straight away with our spotlight deal, we're going to go into a super, super duper low price, and this is something that every crafter needs. Okay, so this is your opportunity to get the die brush and the foam pad. It's something, isn't it, if you do die cut, that really everybody needs in their collection.
It's a die cleaning tool.
Yeah.
So it'll clean out your all your little pieces in your intricate dies by using the mat and the brush together. You can clean out your die as well. So it'll take all the little pieces out when you rub it across, and you can use it with your hand. But when you use it with the sponge, that's when you can clean your die with it. So do you know when you get bits of paper left in that, or cardstock, that those little ones, and I'm terrible. I just bang it on back at desk. That's not what we're meant to do with our dies. We invest in our dies. We're meant to look after them. That is the tool that is the one that will look after them for you, because it's a die cleaning tool set, and it is an absolutely must-have in any crafter's life, because it's just exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like when you actually look at it really, really closely, so when you actually get this home, have you got yours open there?
I have,
Just have a look at that.
I always keep now mine's a bit battered, can I just tell you, because I'll use it a lot. But it's a little bit battered, and it's a little bit looks a little bit dog-eared in places. Don't come too close, don't jump too close. But yeah, so and actually though, can I tell you, it's an investment as well, because it's not something that you will end up throwing away, because we have replaceable heads. So you can buy some replaceable heads. Once you've bought this, it's a tool and a system that's going to last you forever. Because you just keep buying like the consumable part of the tool, which is the little brush heads. But that literally is how you use it, and you use it to clean your die over the top. So you put your die over the top, clean it, and it'll release all that as well.
And it's very, very comfortable to hold as well.
Very much so, yes. Yeah, nice chunky grip.
Definitely. I always think with these things, you can always tell when things have been created by crafters for crafters, because it feels good to use as well. And on top of that, it's something that, like we were saying, if you've always kind of just banged your dies, or maybe you've kind of got your pokey tool and you're trying to get all them little bits out, and that can take, I think, on intricate dies quite a long time.
And I'm telling you, it's one of those things that I'm not a lover of, because anybody who follows me knows I don't like the poking out little bits all the time. It drives me mad. That is my go-to
That's why this
tool. Yeah, absolutely.
So you won't need to. You can use this instead. Now, we are going to get the price straight in. It's a spotlight deal opportunity, which means that we are going to a super, super low price for you. It is going to be an absolute essential. And, seeing Davies there as well, and you said, don't get too close. But actually, it shows how much you use it. It shows how long-lasting and wearing these are as well, which is just brilliant. And it's £3.99.
What?
Yes, a spotlight deal, so it's just today at this price.
I just thought they were going to be £1 knocked off it. I just thought, they'd just be a couple of pound off that. That literally floored me then. My goodness, what a great opportunity to get hold of a die cleaning brush. You won't be able to get that anywhere else at that price.
Yeah, and it is only today. It is only for the spotlight deal. So, of course, as soon as midnight hits tonight, the price goes back to the normal price. It's not. We're not doing this all the time, don't worry.
I could have said, don't be telling sorry you're doing that all the time either. No.
It's okay. She okayed it once. Just the once.
Bless her, just the once.
Yeah. I love that you were like, what? No, that's the wrong price. And that's why I love the spotlight deals, because every time obviously
Just weren't
we
expecting
get
it to
one,
be that low.
No?
No.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. That's why loads of people are getting involved. I would at this price, you know, it's only today until midnight at this price. Buy one for you, buy one for a friend, buy one for a family member, because it's not going to happen again. So far, I think all but one spotlight I've done across shows have all completely sold out.
Wow, I'm not surprised.
It's because the prices we do, isn't it? And I'm sure this will be the same. We have got quite a decent quantity, luckily, but I still think that it will sell out. Of course, if it doesn't sell out by the first hour, we'll re-mention it throughout the show, but absolutely take advantage, because it's so easy to use, but it really is something, if you love to die cut, and we always know by die cutting, everything just looks better, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It's just one of them where it kind of elevates your cards, your labels, your scrapbooking, and if you do that and you really, really want to do something that's very easy to get all of them little bits out, then this is the way to do it. Just pop your die on there. Use that tool, and it will really get kind of those little bits out of this as well. And the brilliant thing is, if you're actually gifting this to somebody, as we always see with all of Crafters Bits, you always have a brilliant kind of explanation as well on the back. So, you know, it kind of tells you exactly how to use it as well, if, you know, if you are sort of sending that to a friend or anything like that. And just today, £3.99. It's an open your order.
Well, yeah, literally, my goodness, I wasn't expecting that at all, because you never tell us these deals, do you? I know there's always a spotlight deal, I just never know what it is.
I know. The conversations don't really include me either. It's always the producers and kind of the other teams, and I'm like, cool, yeah. It's great to see, obviously, your reaction.
Yeah, that was a genuine reaction, let me tell you. That was.
Are you sure? I did one before, and I suddenly thought, oh my gosh, do we need to retract? And then it was like, nope, it's just the spotlight deal. So an amazing chance, of course, to be able to get this. Well done to everybody who's coming through. Maureen, Michelle, Velma, Sue, Monica and Marie, Shirley as well. Lots of you there, so well done. Okay, I'll leave that with you. You can keep on coming through. But I am going to come across to this. Now, this is our brand new bundle.
Absolutely.
Brand new exclusive deal that we actually have. And you can see it just there, where you've got your 3-in-1 create a card dies that we can see. So that's everything you will get in the big bundle. So if you want the full bundle, we are going to bring you then a couple of smaller bundles. You can get bits individually as well. So it's totally kind of up to you in terms of what you want to get. Now, if you were buying, and it's all of this in front of me, individually, that is the price tag that you would be paying, which is brilliant, £118.93. It's not going to be your price today. It's a 14-piece collection that you have. We'll go through the boards in a couple of moments as well, just to kind of explain, you know, the full concept, exactly what you can get. That one in the middle that you're seeing just there, that is the TV exclusive die as well. So that's something that you can only get here today at Hobbymaker, okay? It's not going to go anywhere else. This one is only at Hobbymaker that you can get this. And just sort of before the show started, myself and Debbie were just discussing this, and you were saying that this is a collection that is always just so popular because of the incredible concepts you can create for your cards.
Yeah, because it's from the Creator Card range, and the Creator Card range offers you lots of craftability. I know I do say it a lot, but I'm not going to apologise, because it does a lot of things. It creates cards, but not just cards. It does more than one thing. When we first started the range with the Creator Card, it did only do the one thing. It just cut into a piece of cardstock. Absolutely fabulous. What we've learned as we've developed over the years is that we offer you more concepts, because that's what we want as a crafter. We want more different concepts from that one die. We don't want it to do one thing. Yeah. And these 3 different ways that you can use them instantly with the dies that we're going to offer you today, which I just love. And lots of lovely designs on there. Lots of mix and match in ability with these as well.
Yeah.
And honestly, Sherilyn, these are just beautiful. And of course, you've got that exclusive die too. I know you've got some beautiful samples at the back of you as well. We've got some lovely ones that are on there that you can see, but I'll explain a little bit more detail in a moment, just how fabulous these really are.
I'll give you a little bit of a look just at some of these as well, just in terms of, you can see some of the samples there. I mean, you know, we're talking fairy, we're talking celebration, we're talking balloon, we've got floral, butterflies, daisies, you know, dragonflies. There is so much that's coming in this. Christina has created this one, and I just love to look just at some of the concepts that have actually been created with them as well. This is the 3-in-1 with the peacock that you can see from Nicola there as well. Boxes, you know, it's not even like just for your cards. I mean, look at that, an absolutely fabulous one that we've got there from Caroline. So each and every single one of these, the detailing, the cuts, the intricate nature that we're seeing as well. Another one there by Nicola. I've just got to come to this fairy one as well, because fairies are one of my favourite things. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, isn't that just beautiful for any age? I think it's so kind of, oh, it's just so fabulous in that quality. Now, we've got the price straight down. As you can see, there's a massive, massive saving on this. So we're under 90, and that is £22.50 a month. So you've got that on your splits. Now, what we'll do is we'll let Debbie go through the board and kind of explain what every single one of these does. I'll then introduce the smaller bundles, and of course, you can get each of them individually, or you can get the Hobby Maker exclusive also. Let's have a look at these.
And I could have done with either some taller reels or a bigger box for this. Now, this is the 3-in-1 concept. So it has this beautiful design. I'm going to show you right in the top corner. This is your die. So this is your die that you're going to get. But it comes in 2 pieces. So what it enables you to do is you can cut into your cardstock. So this one down at the bottom is where you can cut directly in. Now, I'm showing you the exclusive to Hobby Maker design here, which is this beautiful, gorgeous floral bouquet. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you can cut in with the use of the middle die. But you have, on the other side of the die, you have this beautiful framework. So straight away, 2 different ways that you can use it. Cutting straight in or cutting a floral border. Moving up to the top, when you can see this design here, we're using them both together creates a whole beautiful design very simply and very easily with those 2 dies. So that's the floral bouquet. I think that's the right way to call it. The floral bouquet, I think it's called, which is the exclusive die to Hobby Maker only. You won't get this on our website. Nuh-uh, it's just for you guys here at Hobby Maker. So that is the first of them. And I'll show you the rest of the designs as well, if I can, Joellen, just so you can see just how beautiful these are. Yep. I adore this cake. And let me just hold it then. So I'll stand at the side, might be a bit better so you can see it. But you've got your metal die, so your 2 pieces with your metal die. Of course, you've got, first of all, that ability to cut that gorgeous frame. And this really is a beautiful, beautiful frame. Or you can simply use the cake on its own, bring them both together, and that's the kind of thing that you can achieve, and it just looks beautiful. We do it in black and white just to show you what you can create. So that is that beautiful cake. I mean, I absolutely love that one. It's just divine. And then talking of celebrations, we've got the beautiful balloons here. Again, when you use the frame on its own, I mean, just look how gorgeous that it looks, just exquisite. And cutting in factor, again, you can cut into it, put them both together and you create this gorgeous, intricate design. You got options. You've got 3 different options. That's why we've called them the 3-in-1. 3 different ways that you can use these. I genuinely do agree with you on this one. The beautiful fairy, she's absolutely gorgeous. But again, it's exactly the same. So each die will offer you the same. 2 dies. Cut your frame, cut in, or put them both together. It's that simple. And it really couldn't be any easier than that. And the beautiful thing about Creator Cards is absolutely, you can create cards with seconds, within minutes. Not kidding, honestly, you can make some beautiful ones. I adore the dragonflies. Absolutely love those. The frame is beautiful on its own. The dragonflies are beautiful on their own. Bring them both together and you've got the exquisite design. And the lovely thing about this one, Sherilyn, is that you've got liftable wings. So if I just lift that up, look at this, you've got liftable wings on all 4 of those. Beautiful. So it gives you a more creatability as well. And then, of course, wouldn't be right without including a butterfly. No, they know me so well at Crafters Companion. But absolutely gorgeous butterfly design. Frame on its own, stunning. Butterflies on their own, stunning. Put them both together, ultra, ultra stunning. And again, some lovely features with the lift-up wings, which is just absolutely exquisite. And then lastly, because they're very much in at the moment, on trending craft, peacocks. And I absolutely love this one as well. So we've got the beautiful 2-part design. Create the frame, create the peacock, put them both together, create a full picture there, and absolutely stunning. And I'm just going to show you these, just so you can show, because I've picked one here from our lovely Nicole who did them for us. This one is just using the frame and some other stamps that she has in a stash. And look how gorgeous that is with some nesting dies. So from that one die, she's created that beautiful background feature. Using the dragonflies on their own, so not using the frame, but using the dragonflies on their own, she's created another card. 2 completely different cards. She's used the same background paper just to show you. And again, you've got this lovely ability to lift those wings off the page because they cut, just lift up but stay connected to the cardstock. Yet when you bring it all together, and that's why I wanted to show you this particular set, is because this is how you can do it with yours at home. Same background paper, but use the frame and the dragonflies together and create something really, really wow. Absolutely love these dies. I know you're going to love them too. In a moment, I'll show you some different kinds of cards that you can make with them as well, because I've got a lovely little black and white concept suite that we do so well at Crafters Companion. I say we, our lovely design team, to help us with this, but I'll show you those in a moment. What I want you to understand is the value of what you're seeing on screen for what you're getting when you think of just one die offering you 3 possibilities to get crafting in all sorts of different ways, and then you multiply that by all your dies and that TV exclusive. We're talking a lot of craftability with this collection, which for me is a massive blue tick against it, because I just want something to do more than one thing. This set is right up my plaza, it is.
Because it's saying 14 piece, but it's almost like 21 in terms of like when you're thinking it's like 3, you know, across on each of these. And I really think that summed it up to actually see them in person, how we did there, where you've kind of got this is one way, another way, another way. Now, I just want to show you the 2 smaller bundles. So if you want the smaller bundles, these are the ones that come together. So you will get the celebration cake that you saw, of course, there. So if you're thinking weddings, you know, birthdays, I mean, that is just such a beautiful cake. It's one of the biggest cake dies I've seen. Then you've got, of course, the balloon bouquet that will come with this. Once again, you can see something for everything, isn't it? I mean, you always need balloons for birthdays, for celebrations. And then on top of that, you have got that one that I pointed out straight away that I loved, which was the fairy that you see in there, the elegant fairy. So those 3 are one bundle. So you can either get all of them for the first price, the biggest saving. There's also a saving to get the 3, that's $39.99. There's another mini bundle that I can come to here, where we will be bringing you, so we just saw the dragonflies and daisies. So you've got that one within this smaller bundle. You've also got the chance and the opportunity, of course, to be able to get the butterfly, your gardens, and there is the floral peacock as well. So it's those 3 that are in that smaller bundle. So if you want in that bundle, again, we'll do that at a discounted price of £39.99. But the only way, of course, to get the exclusive, this you can only get here at Hobby Maker, you can't get anywhere else, is in the big bundle. So that's when you're getting them all, or of course to get it individually, because each of these are going to be available on the web individually as well. Now, the one that you can only get from us, all of these brand new today, but of course this one you will never ever be able to get anywhere but here at Hobby Maker. It's completely exclusive, so each of them are on the web at $16.99 individually. You've got the bundle opportunities as well, but this one you can only get in the big bundle or individually, and it is the floral bouquet. And you can just see, I mean, the design of that. I love the border that you've got there. I love the central piece of the design, and then the kind of way that it all comes together as well. And, you know, if I just show you a couple of other opportunities with this, look at that. I mean, that's a gorgeous, gorgeous way, of course, of using that. And you can see we've just used the central die, the kind of focal die on that piece. If you want to use all of it, though, of course, we could come across to this. There's a box that's been created, absolutely, oh, so amazing. So that's the box. You can see all around that. It's just absolutely lovely. That's the whole of it. Another completely different way of using that die as well is this one. So yeah, if you want to get this, I say it's only here from Hobby Maker. You can't get it anywhere else at $16.99. Okay, should we do a look at those, and then we'll go. And then
I'll go and do a demo. Yes. So I just want to show you lots of different things that you can do with them. Well, because we talk about them being used as card making, but you can do things like your bags, and I love this little gift bag that Christina's done. We've just done it in black and white, so you can see the kind of things that you can do with it. But if you love your gift making, box making, bag making, absolutely beautiful for it. Of course, it looks absolutely exquisite in any kind of cards, bringing both of those dies together to create something really wow. What about your lovely fancy fold cards? So your lovely tri-fold cards there, using the frame, but then in the centre panels, just using the butterflies. What about just using the butterflies on their own? I mean, look how gorgeous that looks. Yeah. I'm thinking lots and lots of different ways. That's a gorgeous diorama kind of style card. But there's lots of things, Sherilyn, that you could do with them. Honestly, these are just exquisite. Boxes again, and card. And what about having a matching card that goes inside your box? How beautiful would that look? Idea, yes. Yeah. What about your Starbuck cards? I love these. These are right up my street, these, where you create lovely wow factor cards. And you can do more than just 4 panels there, and then just tie it all off and send that off of a lovely gift. What about concentrating on the the middle of your card. So we talk about the outsides, but what about having a pop-up centre part to it as well? And then my favourites, and if you do follow me, you'll know that whenever I do a launch, I do a lot of, I'll do a lot of light-up boxes and box making. And this is just absolutely awesome because you can use elements from it to create something really quite stunning. So there's lots and lots of different things that you can do with these. They are absolutely, for me, a really, really essential kind of die because, like I said to you, it doesn't just do that one thing, it does more than one thing.
Because often you'd pay, say, like, you know, the £16.99 individually, you'd often say you buy one of those, like there's the centrepiece, and then you think, well, I need something to frame it or vice versa, and you've got to buy another and pay. It's the fact that you're getting all of that for one price. It's like a buy one, get one free with an extra as well in the 3-in-1.
Exactly, and that's what I love about them. So the 3-in-1 ability just gives you so much scope when it comes to crafting. Now, we do on each one of the packets, we give you that. We give you the outside border, we give you that central focal part, and then the collective when you put them all together. And you can see that. So it gives you a little bit of inspiration on the front of your packaging, so you can see there. Now, the die itself comes to you like this, and it comes in those 2 parts. So we're going to talk about the frame part. So if you see there, and then you've got the lovely piece here. Now the butterfly one is the one that's got, along with the dragonfly, it's got the lift up wings. So it cuts out so far, but then stops. It doesn't give a full cut out line, and it means that you can then have the lift up factor, which for me is always really fabulous. But I'll show you how you're going to use it. Now I've taken a stepper card, and I've done it to size for the dies. Now these are really big dies. Can I just tell you, these are 5x7 dies.
Oh, okay.
So this is a really big die. We're not talking little dies here. We're talking big dies. And I just think, again, that one of our favourite card making that we do here in the UK is 5x7. It's one of those cards that we like to do. But it doesn't limit you to that. So it doesn't just stop there at the 5x7 style. So what I'm going to do, Sherilyn, is just going to show you. I'm just split up my my stepper card, and I'm going to pop on my frame, and I'm going to do it in 2 pieces so that you can see the 2 different contrasters, contrasting designs with them. So I'm going to hold down with some low tack tape, and I'm going to just position that into place. And I'm going to try and get that central to my stepper. So I'm going to hold that across there, and then we're going to run that through our die cutting machine. Now, I heard that you were on a little bit of a sneaky mission, and you went and grabbed hold of someone else's allocation of them.
Oh, yes. I was watching. I was like, what secret mission have I done? Yes.
I saw the other day that you went to Peach the show. It's brilliant.
Yeah, because literally we were saying, obviously, our allocation of these Gemini machines have completely gone. But luckily, there was 100 left on Sewing Street. They were given 500, we took 500. So yes, we've got them. We've now got just under 80 left. I think we've got 77 left.
Wow.
So that is it.
Then that will be it.
Yeah, there's no more across at Sewing Street. We've literally got the final 77. So
and we haven't got any line anywhere in our warehouses either.
Craig came with me the other day, and he was like, I haven't even been able to use this until today.
Oh, bless
him. Debbie
him.
wants one when it's finished.
I heard Debbie say that she wants us to raffle it off between us.
She does, yeah. So, yeah, it's amazing. There's only 1,000 of these in the world, okay? And it comes, this is what I think is so exciting as well, with that goodie bag of almost £80.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
You're almost paying only 100 for the Gemini.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. Exclusive colour. You know, we know how amazing these Geminis are. And, of course, fit ups the A4 kind of going through as well.
Exactly. I mean, so you're going for the, you know, the biggest one, the A4 size, and that's going to offer you lots of scope when it comes to using your plates. Now, I don't know if you can see on my design, but it's just cut out that beautiful frame, and you can see there beautifully. So that was that part done. So what I'm going to do now, and I mean, you can, if you're confident in using it all in one go, you absolutely can do this at the same time. But I just wanted you to see the 2 different ways that you can use it. So again, I'm just going to now attach that in there, pop that over the top, hold it down with some low tack tape, and I'll pop that back on my plates. Let's push it. Let me just get rid of all my gubbins off my plate. Pop that onto there. It's got some lovely embossed detail on here as well. So you can use your, you know, your purple shim that you get with your Gemini. You will get yours. You're not having to go out looking for it. You could do the extra little bit of embossing with your die as well to give it more an embroidery embossed feature to it as well, which is lovely because on the back of the die, you've got that ability to cut out all that lovely frame, but there is little features on there that have got some extra embossed detail, so it's not got an outside cutting edge. So on here, I don't know if you can see there, but there's like little, that doesn't have any raised edge. So there's little leaves on here and little flowers on here that don't have any raised edges. So especially if you're doing things like, and am I allowed to mention it because it's coming up at 4 o'clock?
Go on.
The Gilding flakes, the brand new
I'm so excited about these.
Oh my
the
God,
colours.
I'm telling you.
My gosh.
I mean, we have been waiting and waiting and begging and pleading. Myself, Craig, Jan, we've all been at it, Debbie. We've been saying, when can we get our own? Can we have our own Gilding? Can we have? And literally, we have. We've now got them. They're fabulous. Wait till you see them. They're just colours are absolutely glorious. They really, really are. I just absolutely love them. And I'm so excited that we finally got our own take on Gilding flakes. Now, this, I'm just going to be very careful when I'm taking this out, and the only reason I'm saying that is because there is a delicate feature to it. So I'm just going to lift that off there and just take your time with it and let that come away. The lovely butterfly wings, like I said, and again, you can see I'm using my die cleaning brush just to get rid of all the little, the odds and the bits and bobs, shall we say, the bits and bobs that are left in there, and the ones that don't, I'm just going to use my poker tool. But now what you've got is this beautiful design with these lift up wings as well, and they've got that lovely, look how gorgeous that is, absolutely beautiful.
It adds such a different dimension, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
When you get that sort of 3D look.
Yeah, absolutely it does. And then I can pop that back into my style, and then we're just going to do a little bit of decoration. So I'm going to bring all my little pieces in, because I've got I've got all my bits here. So honestly, this is what I'm like at home. I put all my pieces together. I've just literally used, I used a little bit of our, and I say the strawberry coloured card, but I think if I remember rightly, it came from one of the pearlescent pads that we've had. And I ran the dies through again on that coloured cardstock, and all I've done is snip them out. So I've got 2 little pieces that snip out. So if you can see, let me just hold that up there for you a second. And snip those and put some little gems. I love gems.
I know.
Love my little gems. So yes, I'm going to put those on as well. So I'm going to stick a little bit of background paper into the back part of my stepper. You could use things like some acetates, pop some foam on a roll behind the back of it, and then add it as a shaker card as well. That would look beautiful. But I'm just having a little bit of a paper at the back, so a little backdrop, and so that it just lifts out a little bit. It just makes that colour pop a little bit. Plus, when I've got them lifted up, it's got a little bit of a background there. And then I'm going to pop on my butterflies. So let's just bring in my...
Oh, and we've got the tape pens back.
Have we got the tape pens?
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. Hadn't got any stock on Friday at all, or Saturday, and then finally they just come back in. Yes.
Oh my days! Let me just pop that. I've realised that's my smallest one there. We'll pop that down there. So have we got some back in?
Yes, we have. We've only got, I think, about
fabulous.
47, so it's not many, but yeah, we've got them.
Perfect. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue onto the back of there. There we go. In fact, you know, I think that's my little one as well. It is, it's my little one. There's my big one. Because the lovely thing about these is if you've got a big butterfly and you've got a little butterfly as well. Now, I love giving a butterfly wings, multiple wings. Because it just gives it a whole new 3D factor to it as well. Nice, and lovely, it lifts that up a little bit. I'm just going to open that up because I'm going to pop, look at me, put my little tag on back of my card. I'm just going to pop on there now. Literally my little background piece, so pop that onto the strip. And then I've even got somewhere, oh, it's there it is. I've put my birthday wishes just for you, just a little stamp that I have in my stash. Of course, you probably have got some if you got that latest butterfly collection that we did. You could use some of those on there as well. And then I'm just going to add little one just onto my stepper part. But we talk about creating cards. You absolutely can create cards quite quickly and easily, no matter what kind of style of card it is. And I'm just going to add now that little butterfly just onto the side step a little bit. Because of course, you can multi-cut those. But there you go. So you've got yourself a beautiful card, very quick and easy. And it was cut into Centura Pearl, added a little bit of a colour factor to it by just snipping and using that middle die again, because that's exactly what you can do. And then, of course, just adding extras on there, and you've got yourself a beautiful creator card. Well, creator card.
Yeah.
You've created a card very quickly, very easily, but it's got that wow factor to it as well.
It has.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you said with these. You said you can literally create something so quickly, and it looks like you've spent a long time doing that, doesn't it?
People will be like, wow, look at that, aren't you clever?
Did you spend all day doing that? Yes, I did, yes.
Yes, for hours individually cutting out all those leaves and flowers. Honestly, I just done loads of die cutting. No one needs to know it's a metal die that does all that for you.
Oh, that's incredible.
But the lovely thing about this is that it offers you different ways.
Yes.
Using that frame on its own, using the butterflies on their own, bring them both together to create that lovely, it's just a beautiful design when you bring them all together, but it's very, very easy to achieve, and it's obviously something that offers you more than one thing. And I am a big believer as a crafter who wants to save pennies as much as I possibly
always,
can.
don't we all?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm always looking for those bargains. That's
is.
me. But that's exactly what I want to do. And these dies do that for you and tenfold. They really do.
So that is the butterfly garden, if you wanted to get that one. So if you do want it individually, you can. And talking, of course, about bargains, that is what we're saying just there, because what we have is we have these incredible opportunity and chances on the tape pens as well, okay? So we've got the 4 for 3 on the tape pens. They are back in stock, okay? And you can absolutely get these just here. Absolutely amazing opportunity to be able to get the chance of that. So they're normally £5 each, but instead you're going to get all of these today in terms of those prices for you. So you've got 2 of the dotty, you've got 2 of the extra strong, as well as I say, we've been waiting for them to come back in. We've got 47, that is all that is available, and you're going to need them for all of your projects really. You know, the dotty is brilliant with your intricate designs. Of course, your extra strong is fantastic as well to use just consistently. So get these, they're on a 4 for 3 chance and an opportunity for you to be able to get them, so take advantage. But remember, if we kind of just do a little recap of the bundle, you can see how much that you are actually getting in this. There is the full bundle, okay? You are getting the 3-in-1 creator card dies. You've got the floral peacock, you've got the butterfly garden, you've got the daisies and dragonflies, you've got elegant fairy, floral bouquet, celebration cake, you've got the balloon bouquet as well. So you are getting all of these chances. In fact, I'm just going to show you a couple more of these samples, if you don't mind, just so you can just see just how brilliant they are in terms of what you're actually going to get to create here. So we've got this one here from Christina, that you can see on that one. How beautiful is that? So a lovely opportunity with this. We've got another one here. You know, every single one is so different. And remember that you get the border die, so you can see there. You also get the central die. Use them individually, use them together. It is completely up to you in terms of that opportunity. It's a bit hot in here. I said it a little bit earlier as well. I don't know whether if you can turn it down anymore. I'm not sure if it's possible. You have. Stephen turned it down again. Yeah. We were saying that the last time we did a show, I almost I did leave Debbie. Debbie had to do the show herself. And I literally said to her, well, thank goodness that she's such a so good. I was like, you didn't need me anyway. So I almost sort of just passed out, which is brilliant. And now I'm like, please don't make Debbie do the same with me.
No, I know, because it's incredibly hot in here today.
Stephen has turned it down again.
Thank you.
Yeah, fingers crossed it will drop in a minute. Another opportunity for you to be able to see this as well. So you can see that all of them are absolutely beautiful. And the brilliant thing is, on the web, you can get them as one full bundle. You can get them, of course, as 2 smaller bundles. That's 3 and 3, or you can just get them individually. And of course, there is the web exclusive as well that comes as part of this big bundle. Loads of you are taking advantage of the big bundle. There is a huge saving. How much is the saving actually on this? So £90 down for 113. So we're looking at almost a £15 saving on this if you get the full bundle. So it's almost like getting one of these thrown in, of course, for free. And okay, about 25% of the stock has gone now. It's more than that. I'm not the best at maths. I have to say, the amount of times I have to retract some £28. Yeah, I can't add. I did, when I was trying to pass my GCSE, I did have a tutor on a Tuesday evening paid for as an extra because I was going to fail. So that's kind of where my maths sit. Luckily I passed, so we were all fine. Yeah, It's a good job I'm not the one that does the numbers, that's Laura. So £28 saving, so even better, which is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, absolutely come in, a huge amount that you are getting there. I'm just going to really quickly just show you as well a couple of the cardstock bundles that we've got, because we've got the pastels. I love these. Have a little look at this. Now, you have got the most incredible colours that come out of this. You've got beautiful pearlescence as well. You've got those textures that we can see. And in terms of these kind of beautiful colours that we're getting with pastels, I think it's perfect for, you know, spring season, going into summer as well. And the quality of this pad, this cardstock, is amazing. I mean, you've got 250 GSM on it, so you can feel that thickness, you can see the textures that we've got in this also. So all of those colours coming to you, of course, today at this price, so well under £1 a sheet, so £15.29, that's for 24 sheets, of course, of your luxury cardstock in your pastels that we have, and they're all, of course, the 12 by 12s that we can see. I love that. Love it.
Honestly, it's one of my favourite luxury mixed cardstock pads that we do. And the weight of it is a really good construction weight as well. So it's like 250 GSM, which is a really fabulous one for die cutting with, for constructing boxes or bags or whatever it is that you want to use, your scrapbook pages. So it's a really fabulous one. And the colour tones, I don't think the camera does it justice.
No, I know
Wait
what
till
you
you
mean.
get it home and you have it in your hands and you'll understand the quality. And the beautiful colourways that are in it. Those gorgeous pastel tones run through in it. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, they'd go really well with loads of these dies,
Yes,
actually,
they would.
wouldn't they,
Yeah,
as well?
absolutely.
Should we do another demo? Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought I'd use the exclusive one.
Amazing,
Okay. For you guys, so it's absolutely fabulous. This is that gorgeous floral bouquet. You will not find this anywhere other than here. It is not available on our website, and it won't be, because it is exclusive to Hobby Maker. And again, each one of the dies, it's the same process behind it, because it's offering you that 3-in-1, and you've got those 3 designs on the front of your packaging, so you've got that way to be able to see how to use them. And then it's a case of what design, what style of card, what style of box, what style of bag, what is it that you're going to use? Are you going to use it into, you know, lots of different ways? Now, I'm going to make an easel card with this. So what I've done is I've actually cut my card base to a 5x7 base, because I know that these dies are 5x7. Got myself a front panel. But with this piece that I've made into the 5x7, it literally has got a score just through the halfway mark. I say halfway. Halfway and then halfway of the halfway, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's totally.
So to create that easel. But that's the bit that I'm going to die cut into. And I've actually used one of my nesting dies to create a nested piece as well. Because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the frame on one part, and then I'm going to have it where it's lifted off. So because I've got this ability to cut out into separate pieces, I'm going to die cut that into the frame like so. So for that, I'm going to pop on some low tack tape. And again, you can see that 5x7, it's completely covered up there. So, and that's the way that I want to do this. And all I'm going to do is add a little bit of colour behind the back. These dies are perfect for, do you know we brought out quite recently the paper piecing dies?
Yes.
And we had those hold and release sheets. If you get hold of some of them, or if you've got some of those, you are going to be able to do some paper piecing with these as well. So if you want to put them into different colours, absolutely do so, because honestly, they're just amazing, these absolutely gorgeous dies. And again, offering you versatility, and that's what we want. I am, you know, I am that crafter that wants that more than one thing, more than one job. So I'm just going to run that through my Gemini now. And I don't know if I've got the rubber mat. I'll have a little delve down, see if I've got my rubber mat to show you what I mean with the frame in adding the extra embossed detail to it. Makes a difference when you do that, but I'm not sure I've got my rubber mat with me. And I'm looking on the bottom of the counter here thinking it might be underneath, but I can't see it. I might have left it behind. You just have a little look in my bag.
That's okay.
I might have got it down here.
Of course. There's always so much for everybody to bring as well. And
honestly, I'm one of those crafters that always forget something. Honestly, you'll get to know me really well. I always forget something. And guess what I forgot?
The rubber mat?
My rubber mat. Oh, what's that? What's that?
Well, Keith turned up the other day from Paper Dynamics and his son hadn't packed his bag, so he had no crafting tools at all.
Crafting
None.
tools.
He did so well. He literally got some tweezers. Luckily, Craig was here, so Craig from
Oh.
Craig gave him everything. I was like, Craig's here, Craig's lovely, he'll help.
Oh,
you. So he
Craig
was
always,
fine. He looked after him. But yeah, so, and you've got it, you found it.
I have. So what I'm going to show you is how to do this piece now. Now, whenever you do this, what I will just say to you is, just please make sure that you lift off your low-tack tape.
Yes.
Because when it goes to embossing, it can, I mean, we know the power of the Gemini is immense. You know, you've seen us use it all the time we're here. But when you to leave the tape on, when you're doing this process, it can actually stick it down even further, and it can be quite troublesome to get off. So I always release that bit. So I put my cutting plate down, my plastic shim on the top, and then I'm just, if you've noticed, I've got the die facing upwards this time. I'm going to pop my rubber embossing mat over the top. Now, I don't want you thinking, the die's going to cut into that. It won't, I promise. As long as you use the right platform. So I am removing the magnetic shim.
Yes.
And just popping up the other cutting plate onto the top. So when you're doing the embossed detail onto a die, you do not need to have your magnetic shim in at the same time as the rubber embossing. And that's just because it's been too much pressure. And you could do some damage. And probably one thing that would get damaged there would be the rubber embossing mat. It'll probably come out all crinkly because there's too much pressure there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take that off now, and you'll see that extra little bit of design that is done. I keep getting electric shocks and everything just lately. I don't know what is wrong with me. I've been touching people and literally sparking up as I'm doing it. I'm like, oh my God. Honestly.
You've just got
dear.
so much energy. It's like
Oh, it's on my car. When I touch anybody and they're like, get off me, I don't want it. I'm like, no, I know, I promise. I just, honestly, I don't know what it is.
How bizarre, isn't it? Oh, look at that,
Yeah, I know it's quite difficult to see on the camera, but the extra detail that you've got, all the lovely embossed detail around here is just absolutely exquisite. It'll come to life when you use things like inks, and that'll lift that off there. But that just looks absolutely beautiful. So if you wanted to do that on both of them, you can absolutely do that. But for me, for right now, I'm just going to leave that one, because all I'm going to do is pop on the background of it. I'm going to pop on a little bit of pink cardstock, right into my pinks at minute.
Yeah.
I am loving a bit of pink. So let's see if I can just use my die cleaning brush to remove some of those pieces.
And again, remember that's available still, the Spotlight deal. So if you want that, we've got it on a one-off price today. Over half the stock has gone. It will sell out, I believe, today. It's £3.99 just
that
for today.
price. That's amazing. It really, really is.
They're on the web if you want to get it.
Honestly, amazing price. I was proper shell shocked when you said that price. I didn't expect you to say that at all.
No.
So now I've taken all the little pieces, and there's always the one little odd one in there, but using my nesting dies again, I've just gone up a little match. But look, when I talked about paper piecing, I like to cheat a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But if you wanted to do different colours, that's when you could use your hold and release sheets, and you could use your different colours, ink them up, and then pop your little pieces back in there. But I quite like the idea of just one colour underneath it, a bit of monochrome going off there. And then your die cleaning brush, because obviously all the pieces are still left in the die. Just use your die cleaning tool, run it across there, and then Jan uses she uses it as like a little box that she drops it into, so that it doesn't make a mess. So they shouldn't get bits everywhere. So that's a clever way of doing it as well. However, I'm going to bring in my dotted tape pen for this bit. So let's just pop some, and this is why dotted tape. Did you say the dotted tape pens were in as well?
We've got the 4 for 3 bundle, so you can get 2 of each. Yeah,
absolutely perfect, because this bit enables me to pop on the back and know that when I take it up now, there is no glue seeping through.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Absolutely, so clever. There might be some left on your mat, that's fine, we can clean the mat up. What I don't want is it coming through the die cut. I don't want that die cut piece being ruined. So for me, this dotted tape pen, what an ingenious product that our team came up with. I absolutely love it, and look, no glue residue, but it sticks it down. It's absolutely fabulous, and I love it for that reason. So I'm just going to pop my card together. So I'm going to pop on I've got a little background piece just going here. I've used my farmhouse papers for this one, so I'm just going to pop that onto the background of my easel base. So let's just pop some glue. Have we got glue on the offer as well, our all-purpose glue?
Have we got any glue available? We'll have a look. We'll have a look. If we have, we'll bring it in. Yeah.
You always have to have some good crafty tools. I always say you've got all the dies and things like that, but you want good crafty tools as well. So I'm just going to bring that piece back in, and again, I'm just going to mount it onto some of that pink card just round the back. Yeah. So again, let's just use dotty tape pen. Now, there's a trick with our tape pens. I don't know if if you watched the glue school with Leanne, she probably would have told you this, but when you're using it, because it's shaped like a little mouse, that's why we call them a little mouse, because it's got that lovely mouse shape. The design of it fits comfortably, so you're not having to put lots of pressure on. You've got a little guard here as well, which is comfortable grip onto there. But when you're popping it on, and you'll not notice it with us because we do it so often, but you just kind of give it a little flick to break it. And it's one thing that we get asked a lot of. So, but if you was to do it like this and roll it down and then lift it off, that's when you can especially get the breakage. But you'll not notice, but it's just a slight little flick that we do when we're doing this. And it's more noticeable when you're using the solid tape pen. You make sure you give it a little flicks before you lift off. And that's the easiest way that we can tell you so that you'll get the longevity out of your tape pen. So I'm just going to pop that over the back like so.
Brilliant. There we go.
I'll get that down.
Yep.
Oops, I've got a bit of muck on there.
It's okay, as you're in here.
I know, I'm like, actually, don't know what I'm
Goes
worried
over,
about.
so it doesn't
It's
matter.
getting covered up. So I'm going to pop some foam. In fact, you know what? I'm going to use my favourite glue, which is my 3D Collal glue. I nickname it Chunky Glue.
Okay.
Because it's lovely, thick consistency. It's perfect for your decoupage. And it does take some time to set, so it's not like a foam pad that's instant. But what it does offer you that a foam pad doesn't is the wiggle time to get into place. And I've just realised that before I'm putting that on there, I need to get my panel stuck on there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And again, just pop my tape across. And I'm going to have, let's have that bit at the bottom, just match that up to the bottom. It's going to annoy me. I know it's getting covered up, but it's still annoying me.
Just because it's there. You're like, I know
I'm looking at it, I can see it. I'm like, no, you don't want it there, Debbie. I'm using some foam on a roll for my stopper. I call it a stopper topper.
Stopper topper.
Stops the top from dropping down.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and I'm just going to run that across the middle like so. Hoping that's on nice and straight. I've got myself a little, using our mini dies, and again, just using my nesting dies to create a little bit of a background drop. And I'm just going to take that off, because that's going to sit on the, it's going to give it an extra little bit of stopper. Stopper. That's the one. And I'm just going to pop that onto there. And then that means it stops it from falling down. But I'm just going to drop that on there for a second while I put that into place. And then I'm going to bring in some of my gems. I'm a little bit addicted to Wonky Dory gems at the minute. Oh my days, I love their gems, honestly. Just beautiful. I think I'll go in with a pale pink. Just to offset it a little. Oh, actually, no. We'll go in with those darker ones. I think that might make it
gorgeous.
Pick out a little bit more. And then again, I'm just going to do that on a few of my flowers. And it's just a bit of added detail. You can see that wiggle time that I'm getting. But again, just pop on. In fact, shall we have it in the centre of that one? Let's have it in that side. But this is just decoration. I am just literally decorating those up. But just get that into place. I'll pop a couple of little ones on there. And again, you've got yourself a quick, easy card, but a different way of using them. And again, in fact, let me pop a nice big one at the bottom of my bowl. There we are.
So nice.
And there you go. So just turning that around, you can see now you've got a beautiful background, floral background. And when you add things like your nesting dies to it, it draws it into a different level. So it brings it in, it almost looks like it's from a different die set. It's not. It's the same die set. But again, just shows you the kind of things that you can do with them because they offer you those 3-in-1 opportunities. That lovely floral frame, the beautiful floral bouquet, popping it all together in a different way because I've separated them up and put them on a different way. But again, just showing you different ways that you can use them. And there are absolutely beautiful designs in this collection, but this one is exclusive to Hobby Maker.
I know, so you can only get that here while it lasts as well, and it's not even like we've got huge amounts of stock. So do take advantage of that. If you want it individually, you can, but of course it comes within that main bundle. It's flown in for free as well within that main bundle. So that is there, £16.99, which is for the floral bouquet as well. And we've showed you so many kind of different samples of that. You've just seen, of course, Debbie creating that amazing card with that as well. Shall we do a quick recap of off the full bundle, because loads of you are taking advantage of the full bundle. And of course, you are getting huge saving if you do get all of this. You're getting around £28 off. So it is the most popular option of the hour. Should be £118.93. We are taking it significantly lower. Now, you are getting all of these when you think about it. So you are getting the 3-in-1 opportunity with the elegant fairy. You can see how beautiful that is. Also getting it with the celebration cake that you have. And then on top of that, you are getting the balloon bouquet. Then you're getting the floral bouquet that we were just speaking about, which is the Hobby Maker exclusive. And on top of that, you've got the floral peacock, you've got the butterfly garden, and you've got the daisies and the dragonflies as well. So all of these are coming to you if you want to get the full bouquet. And you've really seen kind of through, you know, a lot of the samples that we've been showing you how you can use these so differently. So you can, if you want, just use the centre die. You can just use the outer die. You can see just the centre die has been used on that one. Here's one that's just been used with one of the border dies. So you can see you've got that. And then you might think, well, I want to use both together. So it's like a 3-in-1 look. So for every single one you purchase, you're getting them 3 totally different looks. Plus, on top of that, you know, we saw with the butterflies, for example, you could then just kind of individually take some butterflies as well. And of course, with the butterflies and the dragonfly one, both of them, their wings actually lift up as well, and I just love that. I think it's such an extra dimension, isn't it, to be able to get this. All of them on split pay as well, so £22.49 a month if you want to take them on split pay. Have you got time? Shall we squeeze in? No, we're going to struggle on the time to get one in because we have only got 6 minutes. So we'll do it we could do one in the 5.
Yes.
Yes, would that work?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do it in the 5 because we don't want to kind of partly get it finished and then think, well, you know, it's not quite done. So in the 5, we will come back to that. Shall we just have an extra look at the Gemini machine as well? We've got a lot of people who are just sort of asking about this. We do still have a bit of availability. It is very, very limited now. We started with 1,000. We're down to less than 80. So
I honestly can't believe that because it was a couple of weeks that Sarah was
I know.
Here, which is amazing. Do you know what I think it is? It's a lot of you will know, because obviously worldwide, we sell these globally. We're not just in England, we sell them globally all over the world. And it's the most popular machine. We sell literally one every 10 or 11 minutes. It's mad to think about that, but it's the power of the machine. It's electronic die cutting machine and embossing machine. But the exclusivity that it comes to you at Hobby Maker is this fabulous colour. There is nowhere else in this world you can get hold of this beautiful, now named Candy Floss machine, but it is an A4 size machine. It's got unrivaled pressure, so I'm talking no matter where you go in the world, you will always hear people use these, and not just us as demonstrators. You'll see other demonstrators use them, and you'll know because you'll see them on other shows. You know, there's other shows that use them. There's other well-known people that use them, and have them in the craft rooms as well because it's that unrivaled pressure. They cut every single time, and it's not just papercraft. It's all your multimedia, mixed media, because it cuts out fabrics, leathers, multiple layers of fabric, shall I say, not just a sheet of fabric, multiple layers, up to 8 pieces of cotton it can cut out in one pass of a machine with a multimedia die. So there's lots of things that it can do for you. But for me, I mean, to look at it, I'm honestly, I'm still tempted. I'm quite happy with Debbie's idea of let's us raffle this off once it's gone for the guest demonstrators because it's absolutely beautiful. It's a belter of a machine. It's exclusive colour to you guys here at Hobby Maker. Nowhere else. You can't go on our website. You can't go over anywhere else to another store or something like that. I've been at Chesterfield this weekend when Sarah was signing a book. I didn't see this in there because it's just for the guys here.
I know.
And
I love that it's still got, you know, your pause, it's still got your reverse mechanism,
absolutely.
It's still got everything that you expect from a Gemini. It's just the difference that it's so exclusive with that colour and with the 1,000 in the world. I mean,
I know, that's a nice thing to say, isn't
it? Yeah, I'm one in 1,000. So do, of course, keep on getting that. If you want to still get the spotlight, there is the last couple of chances of that just today at £3.99. So, of course, you can take advantage of that as well. We've got the 4 for 3 deals just come back on the tape pens as well. So they're on, should be £5 each. They're on a 4 for 3. So all of this is on the web, so take advantage. We're back in a moment. We have got the brand new Gilding flakes. We cannot wait for this. It's going to be amazing. Don't go anywhere. Debbie's with us for 3 consistent hours, so it's not like I'm saying goodbye, see you in a minute. We're back with more brand new bits in the next hour. We'll see you in a sec.
Hobbymaker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on Hobbymaker.
Hi, I'm Sarah Davies and I'm the founder of Crafters Companion. Also, one of my hobbies that I do in my spare time is a little bit of investing in other businesses, so you might recognise me as one of the dragons on Dragon's Den. I started Crafters Companion back in my university bedroom when I was just turned 21, and we design and develop and bring to market products for the papercraft community. So everyone who's into card making, I'd like to think that we are at the cutting edge of all the latest trends, the fabulous designs are out there, and we are researching the market, making the products that customers really want and need, and then bringing them to market, not here in the UK, but all over the world. So for me, Hobbymaker is so different to any other craft shopping channel I've ever worked with from anywhere in the world. The fact that you can do the falling price auctions, the fact that you can have the fixed price shipping for the day, the fact that all of your call centres are based here in the UK and you can offer an elevated customer experience is really all the things that really I know matter to our customers. So for you to be able to offer all of this and give me a platform as a manufacturer of amazing craft products to bring them to the UK market, I just feel like it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, go on. Hopping on with chocolate. Thailand, yeah, definitely. Favourite place I've been. David Beckham. No, never. I don't get why people want to warm up pineapple. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Yeah, people never paid me to sing. Breaking Bad. Biscuit. A lot of people don't agree with that, do they? But I'd say biscuit. I can juggle. Thank you. Oh no! Oh! Makes it look like I can't juggle.
Here at Hobbymaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobbymaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobbymaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your craft you makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated, and get inspired with Hobbymaker.
Want to know what's going on in the next show? Then head over to our website. Click on the TV guide. This will tell you who's presenting, which guest we have joining us, along with what's going on in each hour. If you ever miss a show, you can catch up by clicking on the day you missed and then click Watch This Show. You can also view what product was on and if it's still available to buy. Catch up on Hobbymaker. Here at Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
Let's do it. Gin. I love Australia, but Turkey. Cow Canning Turkey. I need to go back, it's my heartbeat. A cat, I love my cats. Sleep all day, get looked after, get fed, go to sleep again, get snuggles, go to sleep again, eat again, cat. Never seen The Godfather. Night in, because I'm old. Pyjamas, big glass of gin, cats, husband, night in. Torn, Natalie and Bruglia.
you give us that one?
No, can't do it. I'm torn, I'm already. No, can't even do that again. I can't even do that. That's horrendous.
Okay, oh my gosh. So that first hour was spectacular. I know so many of you have taken advantage, but it just keeps getting oh my gosh, better and better and better, because we have got your brand new gilding flakes. Now you can see this in front of me. I'm going to be coming to them very, very soon. I just wanted to give you a little kind of preempt of the colours that you can see there. But before I come and talk to you more about that, I want to show you this incredible bundle that we've got available for you. Now, this is going to give you everything really that you need if you do want to sort of start working with your gilding flakes. And you can see that you've got amazing colours with this, because you've got your gold, you've got your rose, you've got your silver as well. On top of that, you're getting the whole toolkit. So you can see just here that you're getting a real sort of must-have in terms of what you need with your tools, and we'll speak through that in a few seconds. And then also coming with this, you've got here, so it's the nature assortment that we've got on that one. And then we've also got the swirls and flourish assortment of the foams that we can actually bring to you as well. So you can get all of that as one bundle at an incredible, incredible price tag today. Now, if I just get this, you can see that what this actually has in it as well, the toolkit, you've got the liquid glue, you've got the dry ink pad, and you've got the 3 black sponges as well. So that's all coming in that toolkit. So that's just part of this. And it's really, you know, this toolkit, of course, has been designed to work with your gilding flakes. And you can create these amazing kind of metallic kind of effects on your cards, your gifts as well, stamp stencils, anything like that as well. And you are going to be amazed when you actually see how easy they are to use, but also the effects that you can get. Would you sort of say that in terms of this initial bundle that we're bringing to people, that if you sort of wanted to, you know, if it's your first time using gilding flakes, that's sort of the one to get you going?
And these are big pots as well.
Huge, aren't they?
Now, I am telling you, I am beyond excited about this.
Yeah.
Because as a crafter, I've been using gilding flakes for quite a while.
Yeah.
But we've never had our own. And it's always been another companies that I've had to use. And we have been on and on and on. Not myself. Craig is a huge lover of gilding flakes. Whenever he can get a demo in with me, he loves to use them. I've been using them for years myself as a crafter, because they're just absolutely fabulous. They offer you something that little bit different. I am so pleased that they listened to what we said. And the customer just does. The customer feedback was, when are you going to bring out your own range of gilding flakes? Well, today is the day. And we have got the 3 cuts. I mean, this starter kit, this bundle kit that we're putting together, I think is absolutely super useful. These are big pots, can I tell you? This is a big pot, 200 mils. These are not going to just be something that you use once or twice, and then that's it. This is something you're going to use over and over again. I'm just going to have to show you. I'm going to open it up now. I will show you, because these are my own. So please, I'm a little bit messy, but I have got them everywhere. But let me just tell you, mess and gilding flakes go hand in hand. But the effects that you get are absolutely stunning. And you can see the gorgeous colour there with the silver. And the 3 useful colours that we've put in these big large tubs are, of course, your silver. I am going to just open up every one of them, just so you can get to see the quality of the flakes as well. So I don't know if we can get in close there. Again, just to show you how beautiful. I think Steve's disappeared. Oh, there he is. He's wow. Look how beautiful they are. Absolutely
it's like gold
gorgeous.
leaf, isn't it?
They're super soft to touch as well. Absolutely beautiful. I adore gilding flakes, and I know you are going to 200 mil pots. 200 mil pots. So that's the silver. That's the, and it's called Oriel, the right way. But basically, it's like a silver, like a bronze and a gold kind of colour, or copper colour.
Like that.
But then we have got burnished copper, and this one again. Look inside.
Look at that!
Look inside. I know you'd be like that. It's just absolutely beautiful. You can mix and match these. You can add little flakes of each colour into there as well. I adore flakes. I know you are too. And now I'm going to promise you now, I'm not going to be doing lots of like making pretty cards and things in this hour. I'm going to show you some different ways that you can use them.
Okay.
Now we have got some very useful in that starter kit as well. We've got some really useful foam. Now, I'm going to make sure I've got this the right way around. Yes, I have. So what we've got here are these beautiful flourishes and swirls, which I just think when you want to add something, and they're double-sided, so they will stick on one side and then the other, you peel back, and I'll show you how easy it is to use in a moment. But so easy to use, and to be able to add those extra little embellishments when you want to add a touch of luxury or something like that onto your card. So we've got the lovely flourishes and swirls, and then one that I think's very useful, and one that I am absolutely going to use over and over over again, are these fabulous like animals where you've got the butterflies, you've got the dragonflies, you've got your little birds on there, your acorns, flowers on there. So these are really, really beautiful. So, and you're getting quite a few of sheets in there as well. So there's 57 pieces in the animal
nature
one,
yep.
and in the flourishes one, there's 39 pieces in there. So that's quite a lot that you're getting in there. And then to make the magic work, so I'll just move those to one side. To make the magic work, now I've got one of mine already in use.
Yes.
So you will get 3 sponges. This is your tools. So you'll get 3 sponges, which are what's going to burnish. It's like, and again, I'll show you how easy they are to use. So you're going to get 3 of those in there. Then you've got your liquid glue, which is fabulous. You'll be able to use that directly straight from the pot to create some little techniques. And I'll show you a few samples in a moment. However, this beauty, the little dry ink, is when you want to do things like stamping and when you want to use your thousands of stamps that I know you have in your stash, because I have, but you can use this to stamp with your liquid glue. So you put your liquid glue onto your dry ink pad. It then becomes like a little sticky ink pad, and then you use that. And again, I'm going to show you this throughout this hour, so bear with us, stay tuned, because I am going to show you how to use that. But that's what's going to be able to turn all your stamps that you've got in your collection, all of them, every single one, your grey ones, your acrylic ones, your photopolymer ones, to be able to use those stamps that you've got and take it that bit further with your gilding flakes. And I promise you, I am like beyond excited about this. So that's your tools, you've got your foam, and you've got your traditional colours. And they look beautiful. I will show you in a moment, but these are my little swatches that I've got here to show you those colours when they have been popped onto just plain cardstock. Look at that. How gorgeous does that look? So absolutely amazing. Beautiful. So that is obviously these 3 colours that you're getting. I'll show you some more in a moment, because wait till you see the other colours that are in the collection. So you can see that beautiful, beautiful silver in there as well. And then that gorgeous copper as well. Absolutely stunning. That's the burnished copper. I love the copper one.
I do.
There's something about that colour that just looks absolutely incredible. And I'll show you some samples now then. I've put them down somewhere. Where did... Oh, there. Thank you.
Already.
Good job, Job. Now, you're going to see some different colours in a minute. I'll talk about those in a moment. But what I want you to see is the kind of things that you can be creating using your gilding flakes. And these techniques, you can use double-sided sheets to die cut into. So with your double-sided sheets, your double-sided adhesive sheets that we do, and we might have them on the website, just go and check them out. But I know Creative Expressions do them, I know other places do them as well. But you can use your double-sided adhesive sheets, and we'll show you a little technique on that, how to do that as well. Your foam, beautiful. Look at these. Look at those.
Amazing, aren't they?
I mean, just look at that shine. And that's what you get with the gilding flake. The effect that they create are absolutely stunning. Take a look at this. Now, I just talked about the stamps. That is stamped and gilding flakes over it. And not just once, but twice, to create that. And it's almost like it's been foiled. That's the look it is. And then, of course, you've got these beautiful foams. Again, you've got the foam butterflies on there. I adore these, but look at the quality. How much would you pay in a store, if you were to walk into one of the high street stores now and pay for that kind of look? Oh my days, we're talking a lot of money. I'm not kidding, but you're going to be able to do this. Now, you can do this gilding technique on lots of things as well. So we've talked about the foam, but what about all your MDF things that you've got as well in your stash?
That makes them look really oldie-worldy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. And this little technique as well around the edge of an inked is very easy to achieve. You can do that with your liquid glue. It's your liquid glue around the edges, and you're just going to use your bottle sporadically, just creating that design, and then your flakes over the top to create that beautiful effect. And then the stamp again, the stamp in the middle, take all your stamps and then use your dry ink pad with your liquid glue. Then stamp your stamped image onto nesting dies, whatever kind of background paper you want to use, your pattern papers. You can do it on all sorts. You can add a touch of detail to it. I honestly can't tell you how much I adore these. And even down to the fact, can you see this lovely circular die, this lovely nested die in the background, is not cut out in mirror card. It's used with the gilding flakes. Honestly, they just blow me away every single time. And then I'm going to show you another little technique that you can do with your red liner tapes. How many tapes do you own in your collection? How many fingerleaf tapes do you own? I own a lot of red liner tape because it's one of my favourite things. But that background has been created using red liner tape. And look at that. Oh, now we're talking. And again, just here in the background, using your liquid glue, randomly, just sporadically, dropped onto your background papers, gilding flakes over the top, and look how stunning that looks. And then again, take your die cuts. Now that's obviously with the colours.
Yeah.
So we've shown you those. Can we show you the colours?
Yes, shall we? So it's brand new. That whole package there is £30 today for all of that. Okay, brand new. And here we come to the colours. Now, this board, honestly, when you actually get to see them, is amazing. Now you can get the full bundle if you want to. How long has it taken them for you to actually manage to kind of talk them into doing gilding flakes and bringing them out?
So I've been with Crafters now 6 years this year.
Okay.
So I worked in store for two
Yeah.
years. I've been on the TV team now 3 and a bit years.
Okay.
And it's coming up to my 6th year. And I've been wanting gilding flakes. Now, I'll tell you a true story. So obviously up at head office, we've got this, what we call I call it the Harry Potter cupboard. No one's allowed in it. And Leanne, don't ever catch, you don't want to be caught in there because that's where all the new things are coming up. But I saw these on the desk up at head office, and I'm not ashamed to admit I squealed in delight and did a happy dance around the room. I'm not kidding. Michelle was coming up later on the week. She was with me. I literally screamed the place down because I didn't realise we were bringing gilding flakes into our spectrum. Now we've been on at them for well, I have.
Yes,
I've been on, and I know Craig has. Craig most definitely has, because, like I said, any opportunity to get to craft with a gilding flake, he is all for it, because they just add so much something to.
Amazing.
But to have our own brand now at Spectrum Noir is just amazing. I'm absolutely blown away. And wait till you see these colours.
Have a look.
Oh my God. Now, they will come in a pack of 3 for you, and you can see those beautifully there. Now, these are smaller pots, so there's 50 mils in, 50 mil pots in these. But again, there's still a lot in there, and I'll show you. I'll lift one out in a moment to show you, but I want you to see the colours. Now, that first row there is the colours that I've just talked about. These are what we're talking about now. Just come and have a look at these. Now, this is the Carnival, and look at there, you've got Magical Mauve.
Yes.
Or Mauve, however you say that. You've got Deep Iris.
So good, isn't it?
I mean, just come and take a look at that colour. It's absolutely exquisite. You've got Lapis Blue, just beautiful. So that is in your Carnival collection. Then we've got the Patina collection. So moving along to this gorgeous Patina collection, you've got the Sunglow.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the rich copper. Oh, my goodness me. Look at the verdigris.
Wow, that's a really distinct colour as well.
Honestly, absolutely beautiful. And then lastly, we've got the, not lastly, that's the blush collection. Now, I love this blush collection because it's the pink tone. So you've got your soft rose, and I'm just going to try and anchor it so you can see just the effect that you get with these gilding flakes. And these are all with our nesting dies, our little stitch nesting dies, circular nesting dies that we put on here. You've got a pretty pink as well. Soft rose, pretty pink, rose gold on that collection there. And then lastly,
Cosmic.
oh my God, I'm not kidding. This is just absolutely.
It's like the Northern
beautiful.
Lights.
I absolutely love these. Now you've got your outer space, you've got your blue moon. Look at that blue. It's so sapphire looking into it. And then starlight. So they are your colours in the smaller tubs, but there's still 50 mils in each one of those tubs as well.
Amazing. We've just managed to get split pay put onto this as well, just to try and make it more accessible for everybody. So if you want to take advantage of it on a split pay, we've just managed to kind of ask management last minute, can you do that? So it's £22.49 each. I got my calculator out. I didn't try and do the maths in my head then. I literally just typed in £3.75 a pot. I was like, don't try and do it again. You just look silly. £3.75 a pot, brand new.
Honestly, brand new today at that price. When you break it down like that, that's amazing.
Isn't it?
And I know what gilding flakes cost.
Yes.
You guys, if you go around the shows or look on other websites and things like that, you'll know exactly how much gilding flakes cost. They're not cheap.
No, not £3.75 usually.
No, but these are honestly beautiful, and they're a dream to work with. I'm just showing you a few die cuts here because let's not forget, you can mix up. So down at the bottom corner, we've mixed the colours together in that butterfly, which is why I'm going to show you these boards. So you can see the beautiful colours that you get in these ranges. But what you can do is, yes, use them all separately with your die cuts that you're going to do. And I love this butterfly. It's from the vintage butterfly range. But look, when you take and use all 3 together, look at the effects. So that's the butterflies, and I'm going to show you again. Each one of these is all the individual colours, but that bottom butterfly is a mixture of all 3 put together. And that's the kind of look. And I want to see if I can get in close there just to show you again. This cosmic one I absolutely adore. Look at that. That's the shot for me. Thank you very much, young man. And then again, the rose. Honestly, they're like a dream. They are absolutely beautiful. I was so excited when they told me, because
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd get the launch on this one.
No,
So I was so
and
giddy
you-
when I got told that we're going to be doing these, because they're just beautiful and the effects are so easy to use. You've got that, if you're going for that starter kit, absolutely
Yep.
amazing. You're
Yep.
going to get a lot of useful things in there as well that I think are going to be used. But if you can stretch to it, get all of them now.
Yes.
Honestly, get all of them
yeah.
now, and you are going to be in Gilding flake heaven, as I was last night, trying to watch the snooker. Not going to lie, I'm hoping, I hope someone don't tell me that. I love my snooker, so I'm a big snooker fan, and I had it playing, and I was distracted all the time when I was trying
Just looking at this thinking,
I kept thinking, oh my God, no, I will go back to snooker, I will go back to it. But
Amazing.
honestly, these are
Yes,
just beautiful,
yeah.
and I know you're going to love them when you get them home as well.
Very exciting. So well, what we will do as well is we will load them individually. So if you are thinking, for example, well, I want to get, this one, for example, you want the carnival, so you want the midnight mauve, the deep iris and the lapis blue, you can get them individually. But of course, these should be £60 for all of them. So you're getting one of them thrown in for free. It's basically like buy 3, get 1 for free, aren't
That's
you?
amazing, yeah.
In this. So it is the best way to buy them if you want to have all of the brand new colours. But if you're thinking, well, I can only stretch to just the cosmic because I want the starter pack as well, then, get the cosmic and get it for the £15. It's totally up to you, but brand new. You're the first people to see them. And of course, it's while they last as well. Shall we do a demo? And then, of course, on the web, we'll pop all the individuals there as well.
And like I said, I'm not gonna make pretty cards or anything like that in this show. What I'm going to show you is obviously the starter kit, because it's beautiful.
Yes.
But I'll show you a few little techniques as well that you can do with them. But don't forget, there are a lot of crafters out there that do a lot of techniques for gilding flakes, and just go and have a look at the kind of things that you can do. Go over to the I'm a Crafter's website, the I'm a Crafter's Companion Facebook page, that's on Facebook and things like that, and you'll see lots of design team members on there, lots of our lovely customers on there that literally create with these. They're just beautiful. But honestly, once you get these home, I know you're going to love them. I know you're going to love them. Now, the foam, literally, these are foam pieces. These are already die cut for you, so you're not having to take any of these out. These are going to be those useful ones that you have, and you literally peel that back off. It's double-sided, so for obvious reasons, straight away, you just take it off its carrier sheet, and you're going to use it. So I'm going to pop my little butterflies onto there. So I absolutely love my butterflies.
Yeah,
and the lovely thing on here is you've got lots of different styles of butterflies. You've got dragonflies, you've got flowers, you've got birds, you've got leaves. Ooh, we have crammed them. And I know they look quite unappealing at the moment. That's because they're just white on white. Is that literally? Yeah. But it's just so you can see how easy these are to use. And again, I'm just going to pop one in the centre, stick that down, and my carrier sheet is still on the top for obvious reasons, but I'm just going to now take off that last one and put this one. So I'm just using 3 of these elements. Now you're getting a few sheets on here, but in total 57 pieces in this lovely animal collection. Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that, and I'm popping it onto some black cardstock because I want you to see the effect that it creates onto black. But there's nothing to stop you from using this on white cardstock, on coloured cardstock, on paper, all sorts of different types of materials. That it's not restricted to one thing. Now what you're going to do is then take in your beautiful colours, and I've got all of my great big pots here. 200 mils in these big pots in this starter kit. I mean, talk about a starter kit. Goodness me, you couldn't cry. I mean, look how much is there. It's just so much. It's amazing. It really is.
I mean, they're £19.99 on their own, so everything else just coming for a tenner. The starter kit, all the foams.
Amazing, amazing. So what you're going to do is we're going to peel back our carrier sheet. And you can use the fingers or get your perky tools, whatever it is that you want to do to lift it off. But you're just releasing the carrier sheet off the top of there. Now it's sticky. So let's get in. We'll use the Oriel. Oriel? How do you pronounce that?
Oriel? Yeah, I reckon.
Oriel? I know it's
You're
one of
right.
those.
Yeah.
It is. It's just one of those that
You're
I'm
saying
like,
it nice,
what?
so yeah, we'll go with it.
Now these are honestly gorgeous, big, thick flakes, and you're just simply going to pop some on there. So I'm just going to pop a couple on. And just rub that in. Now, I'm not going to worry if I ain't covered it all up because we're going to use our little tools in a centre. Look at these flakes. They're so soft to touch as well. They really are absolutely beautiful. Now, what I will recommend as well, and I'm not going to lie, you're going to get messy. Can I just tell you?
That's what's
You'll get
fun,
messy.
isn't it?
That is the fun. Absolutely, it is the fun. So I've just popped that onto there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I start doing the buffer, because at the minute it looks like, what on earth is she doing?
Finished.
But I'm going to show here. So again, I'm just going to take my carrier sheet off my middle butterfly. We'll go in with let's go in with silver for this one. Yep. And I have got myself, I will tell you, I recommend you get a little tub because you don't want to be wasting anything, because in a moment you'll see what I mean by that. So again, I'm just going to put a couple of little flakes on there. Yep. barely touch the surfaces, barely touch the sides. I know our lovely Craig, he puts all of his into tubs anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Because I know I'm exactly the same. I'm not going to lie, I have got, I don't even tell you how many Gilding flakes I've got. What I've got now, though, is our own brand,
my gosh, I know,
which is just so amazing. It really, really is. And I know Craig will be doing the whoopie whoop dance as well, because he has been so excited about this too. Did I take my carrier sheet off the top there? I'm just thinking, doesn't feel. Did you see me take my carrier sheet off?
I don't remember us taking it off,
because it doesn't
no.
feel sticky. So do you know what I think I've done?
might
Too
got-
busy talking
so
about being
excited that
whoopie
we
whoopie.
just-
I forgot to
doing
take off the.
You were doing the little jig, like leg jig dance.
I forgot to take it off. Silly old me. What am I like? Oh, honestly, I'll never change.
Doesn't matter because you realise. So we're all good.
You're thinking I can't feel it sticky. It's not sticking to my fingers. Why is that? But I'm just going to pop those on, and I'm just going to take the excess off and put them back in the pot. But absolutely, get yourself a little tub. As you can see my tub over there. What, you're looking after me so well. Now, this is when you're going to bring in your little sponge, and this is a lovely little sponge. Don't worry about if it's getting flakes on or anything like that. I'm not kidding. It's just so easy. But all you're going to do is go over the top and rub it across the top, and it's that easy. I can't tell you how easy it is. And then the excess that you're going to get onto your mats and your everywhere, let me tell you, every orifice, is just so easy to keep those bits. Don't throw them away, because you're going to be able to do so much more with them. But you can see now it just lifts that off. And again, I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. And we're going to take that off, and it gives it that lovely little buff. And I'll just knock off the extra. And you can see now, and again, because it's foam all the way around, you can even do the sides if you want to. But you can see that beautiful, if we just go in close there, absolute, especially look at that.
Because I feel, you know, like when you sort of first looked at them, I almost would have expected that you needed to, a bit like hot foil. You know, like it looks almost like the effect of hot foil. And I was thinking you'd probably need your foil press or a proper machine. And you look at that and you think, anyone can do that. You don't just buy a big machine or anything.
Absolutely. And when I said about a little tub, you can buy these tubs inexpensively all over in those under the pound shops.
Anywhere?
Where you get multiples of them. And I'm not wasting any, because I don't want to waste any. And I'm going to pop the waste. I mean, I could, if I wanted, if I were using one colour, go back into that pot. However, you can see my lovely little
it's a rainbow
waste
effect,
pot.
isn't it? So
Because I've been using lots of colours.
It's like, how do you go with the
So again, don't, because again, you'll be able to use these, you know, once, and again, I'll show you, we've got plenty of time to show you some different effects that you can do. But don't waste anything. Pop all your little flakes. Honestly, I promise you, it does get messy, this craft. But what a messy craft. What a lovely effect it creates as well. So I'm just going to pop that back over there. But just showing you the kind of things that you can do with your foam. And then these you, in addition, you're just going to, once you've done all the buffing up and popped all that on with your little sponge, you are then ready to go. And that could be something that you've added onto a project. Or simply now, put some matting and layering on, add a little sentiment, and got yourself a little background there. But they're the embellishments one. So it's like a little starter foam pad, a 3D foam pad, because they are quite lovely with the fact that they lift as well. But you've got those, you've got your other kits here as well. That is a great starter bundle. If you can't go to the colours today, that's fine. You know, do what your pennies allow you to. You're going to get a great starter kit in there when you see how much you've got in there and the kind of things that I'm going to show you over the next course of this next show as well.
Oh my gosh, phenomenal. It really is. And I just amazed how easy it was as well. So I'm sort of thinking it doesn't matter in terms of who, you know, you are. You could do this with your children, your grandchildren, as long as just put a little mat out, and then it doesn't matter when they kind of go away. You can just pop them back on. And that is just incredible. So $29.99, as you said, for all three. They're all brand new today as well. So this is your one chance, your one opportunity, of course, to be able to get them. And I always think it's really special when you're the first people to get something.
I know.
It just feels, doesn't it, like an extra, like, I don't know, little cheer celebration. You'll get them home first as well, and you'll get to use them. So you can see those foams that we were talking about. You can see the 200 ml of all the three colours, and then of course that lovely starter pack, which is everything that you are going to need as well for under 30. Now, just to give you a quick look at the coloured packs individually, because I know a lot of you are coming through online and buying them individually. Absolutely. So if you want to come to the blush, we'll have a quick look at the blush. Could I borrow your?
You can, yeah. Let me grab my boards for
yeah,
you.
just
Do you
to
want,
be
do you
able
want me
to show-
butterfly boards?
Yeah, I can have.
Sure, I'll give you the butterfly boards and then you can
Yeah,
show
it'll be
them while I'm
lovely.
getting ready for next.
Just shows you then the colours that you're actually getting. So you can see we've got this on the butterfly. So if you want the, you get here the rose gold, you get the soft rose and you get the pretty pink. So you can see the differences of the colours there. And then of course the fourth one that we've got is where we've sort of mixed them together as well. So if you would like to do that, you can get a completely different effect. Obviously all three of these completely brand new. So it's £15, which makes them £5 each, which is brilliant. But of course, if you take advantage of the full bundle that we've showed you, then you'll be getting them for £3.75 per one, so a £1.25 saving on each one. So that is the blush, something that I think you'll look, well, it looks lovely, doesn't it, on the butterflies, flowers, everything like that will be fabulous. Now, the Cosmic is the one that we sort of mentioned. I think immediately this was the one that caught our eyes.
Oh,
you know,
it's just gorgeous colours. Beautiful colours, yeah,
it's
absolutely.
the blue, that strength of the blue, and then the starlight, you know, the golden tones, and then of course that amazing outer space where it looks like the Northern Lights to me. That's what I think of, like all of these colours coming through. And just have a look at those on the butterfly dies that we can see there. And then look at the blend. Look how, if you want to use them together, that just works, doesn't it, so beautifully. So those three colours come in with that, but of course you can really see there the effect that of course you can get, of course, when you get that home. And again, £14.99 if you want to get the three. Let's then come across to Carnival. So these are like your purples.
Gorgeous.
Nice, yeah.
Beautiful colours, yeah.
Midnight Mauve that we've got here, the deep iris and the lapis blue. So after your lapis lazuli, almost like that amazing gemstone. And show you these. I mean, these pop. These are kind of like very strong colours. These are sort of, if you really want to get that sort of statement look, I mean, you can see, I think some of the purple's been used on there, hasn't it, on the Beautiful as well. So you can sort of see that tone that could come through with them as well. I mean, just fantastic, absolutely fabulous. So all of those there as well, £15. All of these completely brand new. And then something completely different, which is in the patina, where you're getting more of your greens. You know, you've got that lovely green. You've got the sun glow. You've got the rich copper as well. Another of my favourites is the rich copper. From the moment I actually saw that as well. I mean, they are such different hues and tones, but once again, you can see in that one just how we've kind of used them together as well. So there's really that option where it's completely up to you. You can either buy the gold, the burnished copper and the silver in the bigger sizes, the 3 pots for £20. You can buy these brand new colours, 3 pots for £15, or you can get the full bundle of the coloured pots, where instead of them being £5 a pot, by getting all of them, you're paying £3.75 a pot, because you're basically paying 3 packs, and we're throwing in the fourth one for free, with it being the brand new opportunities to be able to get these. So it's all about really what you want and what you can afford today as well, because we know we've all got different, you know, different amounts that we can have. So I'll put the whole bundle in for you again, £44.99, so reduced from £60. It is on split pay as well, so you can have this and pay it across the 2 months. Isabel, Sarah, well done to you. A crafter getting 3 of these. Hilary, Tynan Weir. We've got Dawn, Sarah, Lisa, Maureen's there, Essex, Gloria, Karen, Angus, Wiltshire, lots and lots of you coming through. Absolutely take advantage while you can. Lovely to see you, Veronica, as well. By the way, I haven't mentioned, but if you do want to send in any of your share your makes today, I should have said a bit earlier because we've had a bit of a different day today. If you do want to send it through, then just send them through to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. On Saturday at 5 o'clock, I announced the winner for the first one.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so she got £100, so that was amazing, Caroline. So we've now reopened the competition for this month. On the last Saturday of this month, myself or Dave, whoever's working that day, will announce who's going to get it. So if you send any through, then we'll enter you into that competition, okay? Right, shall we do another demo? We're doing the red liner?
Yes, so I've just been,
amazing.
while you're busy to go through those
Yeah.
boards, I've just been popping some red liner tape onto a piece of multi-purpose cardstock, the white multi-purpose cardstock that we do, formerly known as stamping card, but it's now called multi-purpose. And all I've done is I've taken 3 different strips. Now you can do this with double-sided finger lift tape as well. You could do it with your tape pens, because you can get the same look with the tape pen, with your solid tape pens. Dotted tape pen probably won't work as good. However, you can get some different effects with it, so I think you could try it. And what's it going to cost to try?
Well,
a
it's
couple
true.
of flakes.
Yes,
So just try it. So what I've just literally done is randomly, you can see because I've got Gilding flakes everywhere. But you can now just create something a little bit different with backgrounds, and I will show you that card in a moment that does that. Now this is entirely up to you. I'm going to use some different colours and pop a few different colours across there. So first things first is I need to lift off all my red liner tape backing. And the double-sided adhesive, this will work beautifully with. So I'm just going to peel away all of my red liner tape backings. I've never peeled as much in my life.
Quite a lot, isn't it?
Just I've done there. Let's just get rid of all that. But this is just a very simple, quick technique. Now then, I'm going to have to show. Let's have a little peek. What colour shall I use? I think I'm going to have to use my favourite.
Okay.
I shouldn't have favourites. However, I get drawn to this.
The Carnival's your favourite, is it?
It just reminds me of the glitz and glamour in our sparkle pens that we've done before, and I just love the colour tones of these. Oh God!
But I like as well that, like, because for me, obviously, Cosmic was the one that sort of I would have said for myself. But I like that we're all that bit individual, so you can really go for the one that draws you in if you just want one set.
Absolutely. Now, I just want you to have a little look at these as well. So I'm just going to hold that there for Steve again.
Look.
Now these are 50ml pots, so there's 150ml in each one of the 3 that you're going for. Again, look at the colour, the texture, and they're so soft to touch. They really are absolutely beautiful. But we've got these 3 beautiful colours. Oh my God, they're so nice. They're so nice. You will get it, and you will have when you get it at home. Now I have used mine, so but it's just a sealant over the top. Don't throw that away. Keep that there for yourself, just to keep sealing up there as well. But again, that is definitely Crafter's Purple. If there was ever a colour that matched Crafter's Purple, this is the one. It's absolutely beautiful. And all I'm going to do is I'm bringing my sheet back in. Now there's a bit of gold and silver in there and things like that. In fact, do you know what I can see floating? What have I done with my poker tool? I can see a little bit of red liner tape backing. You can get off. I'm not having you on there, spoiling the effect. But I'm just going to go in now, and I'm just going to use a little, and I'm not worried about how these randomly go on. So I'm just going to pop some on and randomly pop them across. And mix the colours up. And this is the look that you'll get, do you know, when you do start to mix your colours up a little bit. And that's why I would say get yourself a little tub. Because the waste, I wouldn't want to try and pick these flakes up afterwards.
It'd be hard,
No. We're not doing that, Cheryl. We're not doing that. We are definitely going to pop them into my little tub. And you can push them back in there. Like I said, you get little sticky fingers. And if you've got some glue or residue on your fingers, don't worry. Don't worry, because the joy that these just offer and the different effects, and again, it's that wow factor. So I'm just going to rub my fingers. Now, this is what I tend to do at home, just to get them around there. I'm just going to move them across the tape, just to cover over all of those areas. Before I actually do anything else, though, I am going to put my top back on, because I know what I'm like. I'll probably cough and they'll go all over the studio. Let me tell you now, don't be using a fan around these.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
No. I have a fan in my craft room.
It'd be like you.
I was a bit warm last night in my craft room, so I thought, I'll just put my fan on. Completely forgot I got the lids off me off these, and it just went everywhere.
I'm thinking of Crystal Maze. Do you know, you used to have to catch the gold. That's kind of what it reminds me of, the fan. It's like you're just playing in your room. In your craft room.
And if you have got, do you know, like me, I'm a little bit mucky with my table, and I've got a bit of glue, tape pens, and that onto my craft mat. It'll pick up on there. So make sure you've got a nice clean surface when you're working from, or maybe a sheet of cardstock underneath. Because as I found out again, to my peril last night, guess what I did? It was stuck all over my mats because I'd been popping my glue down and completely forgot. But don't worry about it, because I'll be able to clean that up for later. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring back in our lovely little, and I call it the scrubby tool, but it's not really a scrubbing tool. It's a lovely, nice, soft sponge that you buff. And it takes it across, and it takes all the excess off. But oh my God, I even love that gold bit that's randomly got stuck in there. That just, honestly, I can't wait to see what people do with these, because honestly, these are beautiful. They are so easy to work with. I am so pleased here at Spectrum Noir, under our brand, that Leanne and the team decided that, we'll listen to customer feedback, as well as Debbie and Craig banging on about them all the time. But and Jan, because I know Jan's a big lover as well. So, and Debs, we're all the same. We're all crafters at heart. So we just want
Also, that's so quick.
Oh, and I mean, I want you to.
Oh, wow. That's so good.
I'm so glad I used these now. And on white, because the one that I did yesterday, can you just
should
grab
we
me
just
that
show
one?
the difference of them?
Yeah, because I did some on black, and I was going to finish that off this on this demo, but I thought, no, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create. Now look at the effect that you get with that. Now on this one, I actually did put pink, and then I put the blue, and then I put the pink, and then I put the blue, and I did it in strips. With this one, I've gone very random, but look, and I mean, I've got now a beautiful background piece that I could use. Oh. And I mean, it looks like I foiled. I tell you, I've got it all over me. I get a new colour on my nails, but it does come off. Can I just tell you, it does come off. And even my little random, can you see my little random gold flake? No, look, it looks like it was meant to be there. Look at the shot that it's just got there. Amazing. Just amazing. Do you love these as much as we love them?
So good.
Well, I'm looking at that screen and I think absolutely you are loving them as much as we love them.
And remember, it's a massive discount if you do want the whole bundle that we've got on at the moment, because we're giving you one of these for free because it is the first day, the brand new launch. So you're paying for 3 and you're getting 1 for free as well, which, you know, I always think once they're in your collection, you've got them, haven't you? They go a long way. So if you get all of them, you've got something to just create and create and create and create, which is just absolutely amazing. Incredible amount of colours that we're seeing there as well. All of those kind of beautiful tones and hues that we can see. And today, got it on split pay at £22.49p a month if you want to get this. So you've got your Midnight Mauve, your Deep Irish, your Lapis Blue, your Outer Space, Blue Moon, Starlight, Rose Gold, Soft Rose, Pretty Pink, Sunglow, Rich Copper, and your Verdigris as well. Maureen just sent in a message, I think. Hello, Maureen. I've just ordered the 12-piece collection and the starter kit. Looking forward to receiving it. I'm a new customer. Maureen, I honestly have to say, welcome to you, but also what a brilliant first purchase, because you're going to have so much fun, but also you've got everything you need. I mean, with that starter kit and then with the amazing amount of brand new Gilding flakes that we've got as well, you've literally got everything. So well done. Just to give you a quick recap of the starter bundle as well, if you want to see these are bigger pots, so you're getting 200 ml of these. You've got the Oriole, which is the gold. You have then got the copper that we can see there as well, and you've got the lovely silver. But on top of that, you get the opportunity for your toolkit. So in the toolkit, you're getting the glue, you're also getting the dry ink pad, and you're getting those black sponges that we've been seeing being used also. And then on top of that, you can get the foams that you can see here. So there's 57 pieces in the Nature, 39 in the swirls and the flourish that we've got as well. So it's just so much. So you could just go for the starter kit. You could get the starter kit in one of these, or you could get all of these on the starter kit, like Maureen has. It's totally up to you. We only pay one-off post and packaging between midnight and midnight. A few of you have asked if we do the gold, silver and rose gold on their own. We do. Not a problem. $19.99 if you want them. And remember, they're 200 ml. Oh, we're doing them individually. Oh, I didn't realise we were doing that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, that's really good, isn't it? So as an individual, you could have got all 3 for £20, or you can get all 3 these individually at £6.29 for 200 ml. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, that is, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you want an extra, you know, of certain colours, you're thinking, well, I really want this colour, or, you know, I just want the silver, whatever it may be, then you can get those at £6.29 for the larger pots that we've got there as well. That is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? So we'll load all of those in for you as well, and then of course you can take advantage. Right, are we going to do a stamp?
Yes, we are. Now I'm looking for my stamping platform because I forgot my stamping sponge and I put my stamping platform down.
I feel like I saw this.
Do you know what I know? Because I didn't want you to kick it over, so that's why I put it down on close somewhere, and I've completely forgot where I put it. Oh, I think it's here. Look, it's hiding.
Oh, there it is. It's just hiding under all of our boards and everything. There we go, between us.
We will get some space, so we will get some space. I'm going to show you the way that you would use your dry ink pad that comes in your toolkit.
Brilliant.
So, and I'm going to use, I'm not going to waste anything either. I'm going to go back to, do you know, Debbie and her Debbie and her sticky background on this magnetic base. Literally, it sticks everywhere. But I'm just going to just pop my magnets on there. And I've brought in one of my stamps from my home collection. And again, this will work on acrylic stamps. It'll work on grey. The mounted grey stamps that we've had out in the past that I know lots of people have still got. Work with anything, even stamps on a block. Do you know the stamps on a block now? Just put that down. That shows you how sticky it is. Let me just pop them back there for a second. Oh, dearie me. Right, so it's because my butterfly's still sticky from last night. But I will show you what you're going to do now. So this is when we're going to bring in our ink pad. If I just move that out of the way for a second. So this is the liquid glue, which can be used on its own. I always give it a little shake up when I'm using it, but this is the dry ink pad. And it comes to you dry because this is when you're going to add your glue to it.
Oh, I see.
This is how you will use it when you've got, and I mean, when I say thousands of stamps, I know what I'm like. And I'm just going to put a couple of drops just on and cover all that little ink pads there. So again, you can see, in fact, I think I probably put a little bit too much on there. You only need like a dab or two, like a drop or two, for it to soak into that ink pad. And then we're going to bring back in my...
It's like a little bit there.
My foil's gone everywhere. It's on my stamp now, but not to worry. What we're going to do is we're going to ink over the stamp. And I'm honestly, I promise you, if you've got stamps at home, you are now going to be able to foil with them with your Gilding. And I mean, this for me is a really clever way of being able to use it. And again, it's just such a great technique. So I'm making sure that I'm stamped up all the way across there. Now, it is very, very sticky. Can I just tell you, this is a really sticky liquid glue. It's not like your bog standard glue that you'll find. It is a proper sticky ink. Sticky ink, a sticky glue. And I'm just dabbing that across all the way, and I'm just going to make sure I've got all into my nooks and crannies of my stamp. And obviously let that dry off. You can wipe it off with a piece, you know, honestly, it doesn't really matter to be fair, but I'm just going to see if I can line my stamp back up now since I moved it. Let's see if I just move my cardstock across there like so. Because what you do now is, am I on there properly? This is because I've been a bit tight with me, my cardstock. However, I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to push that down. Now, I did say it's a very sticky glue, and it is. It really is quite sticky glue. So when you lift off, it may stick to your paper. However, don't worry. I just want to make sure I've got all my nooks and crannies covered, which is why I'm using my stamping platform for this as well, because I know that we have this. And again, when I say it sticks, it does. Like it lifts because it is proper sticky, but you can just peel that back now because you want that sticky residue that's on your stamp to be there. So I'm just going to move my stamp out of the way for a second. I'm just going to bring that pot of waste. And I say waste, it's not waste. No. Because it's bits that I can reuse. So let's just flick that across, and I'm going to pop that across. Now, you may, what I say for this is, I mean, because it's quite warm in the studio, so I know it's drying pretty quick in here, but you might need to leave it for a couple of, half a second maybe? Half a second? Half a minute? Half a minute? Where on earth did I get half a second from? Half a second? 30 seconds or so.
I was thinking, well, you've left it too long. It's half a second. It's like...
Oh dear, you'll get used to me, I promise you'll get used to me. But yeah, you might need to leave it to go tacky, but it's very sticky, this ink. Now again, at the minute, you're probably thinking, well, she's not really done much at the minute. But I'm just rubbing across, and I'm hoping I've covered the entirety of that stamp image there. I can see that coming together, so I'm just going to flick off a few of the flakes into my box. And you can see, well, I think you can see what's happening here, can't you? So again, we're just going to go across there and just take off that excess. And then you've got your beautiful butterfly. Now, I think I didn't leave it just a little bit. I should have left it a little bit longer. However, use your... I did say you'll get messy with this technique. I did say gilding flakes are messy, but it is absolutely magical. And of course, I'm using a very well-loved sponge. These will wash. You can wash these because they're not going to fall to bits when you do wash them out thin. But I tend to reuse them. But again, and if I just give it a little, let me get my dry cloth just over the top to get the excess off, because that's all it takes. You know, it literally takes. But if you have a little look now, can you see I've stamped a beautiful butterfly using your liquid ink with a dry ink pad. And this was one that I cut down to size yesterday and used. I actually used the rose pinks of this one. Do you know those rose? So if I just show you, this is one that we're doing while I'm watching snooker.
I was watching the snooker.
Was what I did using that beautiful rose pink and rose gold, and how beautiful they look. And then again, if you want to do it on white card, and this is what our lovely Nicole's done with this, and she's just used a different stamp with this one, but take a look. On white card, how beautiful that is. Really, really stunning. And that lovely gilding flake technique. And then she's used some of the die cuts, but again, the die cut foam pads there in the top and bottom corner. But again, you could be die cutting your, in fact, that's what she has done, that nesting die in the background.
Yeah.
See if we can get in close. Can you see that as being gilding flaked as well? Absolutely stunning. So all the stamps that you own in your collection now, with the use of your dry ink pad and your liquid glue, you now turn all your stamps into,
So good.
honestly, they're not just stamping and colouring, but you get this gorgeous technique with your gilding flakes. And again, absolutely exquisite. Both, you know, you can use these, you can make background paper, do it in white, do it in black, however it is that you want to do it. Use the colours, use the gold, use the silver, use the, you know, the copper, if that's what you want to do. If you've only gone for the starter kit, because the starter kit will make, you'll get a different effect. I've just used the colours on this one, but you will get a lovely effect. Oh, it's a whole new level of crafting. And I love, I mean, I love paper crafting and die cutting. That's what I absolutely adore. But over the years, as my crafting skills have developed, I love getting messy with inks and things like that, and getting messy with gilding flakes is also another one of my favourites. I am just so delighted that we are now able to say to you right now today, we've got our own gilding flakes in our Spectrum Noir brand. That I know you're going to love when you get these home. And I'm going to try and get another demo in just to show you.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. And of course, you're going to be some of the first people ever to get to use these, because they're brand new today. They're here. There's so many of you who have already got these. So many of you with this in your basket as well. Make sure you're checking out, because remember, you have to confirm to get them. Ali, hello. Afternoon, ladies. Debbie, I love your demos. You're a breath of fresh air.
Oh.
Can you purchase the toolkit on its own, please? Best wishes. Yes, I believe you can. Should we get the graphics in for you, Ali? So yeah, if you just want the toolkit and you're thinking that's all I want, it's $7.99. So what's brilliant about this is if you're thinking, well, I've already got some foams, or I want different colours to go with it, then just get the toolkit. It comes, of course, with the 5 pieces, because you're getting that liquid glue that we've just seen used. You get the dry ink pad that we just saw, and the black sponges that we've used consistently, 3 of those. And of course, you know, you're going to be able to really create that magical effect with this. So by having this, and by having some of your gilding flakes, you can then go and you can absolutely be ready to get started with this, whether it's for you, whether it's for friends, family members. Well done to Anne. Susan's there, New Crafters, Lorraine, we've got Lincolnshire, Candice, Hertfordshire, Ali's there, Greater London, Primrose joining us as well. So many of you coming through and taking advantage. But that, I mean, imagine you buy, say that and that, for example, or even if you just bought this and you just thought, right, I'm just going to have that, you could buy that real kind of simple starting kit, and you're ready to go just with one. If you just want to try it, get that $7.99, get one of these pots. Was it £6, $6.29? Ready to go, aren't you, like that? So it's totally up to you. Or get the bigger bundle if you want to, where you get the bigger savings, but it's really down to you. But that is fantastic. So if you were thinking, I just want the carnival colours that we saw used, you can. And you can get this to go with it as well. So totally up to you, but $7.99 on that. Got a bit of a wait on the phone lines. Apologies about that. It's a very busy hour. It's all brand new, as you'd expect. But you will be answered, and we have got a good quantity, so you're not going to miss out just because you're waiting on the phone lines for a couple of minutes. You'll be answered, and you can add anything else that you want on as well. Right, should we squeeze in another demo?
Yeah, I'm just going to show you, do you know double-sided adhesive sheets? So I've shown you like with tapes, and I've shown you stamps with the lovely foam pads that come in that starter bundle. But you might already own things like double-sided adhesive sheets, and you can literally now do your die cutting. This is what I do at home. I take a big sheet, so a big A4 sheet, and we do double-sided adhesive sheets. There's other companies that do them as well, but they're double-sided adhesive for a reason. They're very quite thin as well, so it means they're perfect for die cutting. But I like to line mine onto our multi-purpose cardstock. So that's what I've just done. I've taken an A4 sheet and I have stuck that on because it peels off. So you've got the double-sided, it peels off both sides. So take the back part off, peel it off, attach it to your cardstock like so, and then it's ready for your gilding flakes. And this is what I do at home,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
exactly what I've done. Now I've got some ready because I'm kind of going to leave that there.
Okay,
Because I'm going to use a die cut as well, but I want to create that background piece. So I thought, oh, let's go in with, shall I go back with starting?
Yeah, sure.
Shall we use some of that black though?
Yeah.
Let's go in and
From the cosmic shimmer.
to just
Out of
honestly
space,
out
look
of
at
this world. So I'm going to use, oh, do you know what? I'm going to
Yes.
use black and silver.
Nice.
Let's move those out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I have got it mounted onto my sheet now then, poke tool. I'm going to lift this off. Now, of course, my side is rather mucky, so I'm probably going to get a little bit more, 1 or 2 colours on here. However, not to worry.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is literally take my silver, take that gorgeous outer space one. Oh my God, I love this. Just love, honestly.
Wow, look.
Oh, look, and just sprinkle. Let's sprinkle bits across there. The flakes are absolutely beautiful, and I'm just going to try and scatter a few around.
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, I get a bit carried away with myself, but I've got my little tub, Cheryl, so
Yeah,
it's okay.
you've got
because I've got that
Ready
on
to
the back.
save it after. So
Oh
it's
yeah, absolutely. And again, I'm just gonna, and this is what I do at home. I have like sheets of gilding flakes already like this,
Yeah.
ready to just die cut when I want to add a little bit. And I know Craig's the same. He's like me in that respect. But I do quite like the black and silver. I think that's quite effective. So again, I'm going to pop that on. And there's no such thing as waste with these because you're going to be able to die cut all your your mini dies, your sentiments, and all those kind of things on. So I'm just going to rub a few across there just to get the excess across that sheet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just move that to one side a minute, bring back in my sponge, and let's give that a little spin around. And it literally now creates,
Look,
stunning. Absolutely
love the
stunning.
contrast.
So easy to use, and it's you know, you've seen it with the red liner tape, you've seen it with the foam pads that come with the starter kit, you've seen me stamp with it using your dry ink.
Everything with
it. Honestly, do you know things like using that liquid glue on things like embossing folders and things like that, and then adding this to it? Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to lift that off for a second, but you can see now I've got a double.
Nice. So nice.
Honestly, and you know, no 2 pieces will be the same.
No,
I promise you,
exactly.
no 2 pieces. I've got one here that I did last night with, again, waist.
love that, yeah.
Look at this one. And when I say waist, I had, I think, every colour under the sun in that one.
nice.
Because I just used, this is what I do. I just make big sheets of it, and then it's ready to die cut. Now, I'm going to put my lids back on, Cheryl, because I know what I'm like. Honestly, I am shockingly bad. Let's move those over there for a second. I've got to tidy up in a minute. We're coming up for the last hour as well. Where does the time go? But I just know that once you've got these at home, oh my days, you're in for such a treat. Such a treat. And then I'm going to just die cut in a minute. I'll just put all my waste backs in there. It, like I said, you do get messy with it. It's not, you know, if you're not a messy crafter, try it. Please try it. I'm not trying to put you off because I love getting inky fingers and it all comes off at the end of the day.
You can always just cover up, you know,
Exactly,
put some
exactly.
spray tan things.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop my die. I'm not going to waste all of that though because I'm going to use that for something else.
Definitely.
And I'm just going to hold that down. In fact, I wonder if I've got some low tack tape and it. Yes, I have. There it is. I probably need about half an hour, you know, to clean up. It'll be all right for the next show. Because I'm going to need a bit of time to clear up.
It's all right. And then you know what we'll do? Like 5 people like, do you want to do any more gilding flakes? No, I've cleaned up.
Do you know what? Any day, any time with it, I honestly adore these. But this is when you can start now and you can do all your die cutting. And I find it easier this way. This is why I prefer it this way. Other people might have other ways of doing it, but it, you know, it's, I suppose it's really a personal choice. But let's just take that off, and I've got myself gorgeous. I don't even want to throw it waste away. I want to keep old at waste. I could put these back inside. I could have used my old and release sheet as well. I keep thinking all these ideas now. But let's give that a little tap and just to release my butterfly there. I've still got a little bit more left, so I could use that other bit for a sentiment or something else. But let's lift my butterfly out of there. See if I can get that out. And this is the kind of thing that you're going to be able to do as well. So let's, have we got, I've got a release all, there we go. And then I'm going to take that off. Now I've used the delicate part of it, but I want, come and have a look at this. Just take a look at this.
How amazing is that?
Oh my days.
So glamorous.
Honestly, I mean, you could die cut and then use liquid glue over the top of it and then do that with it, but I prefer to do it this way around.
yeah.
I prefer to use my double-sided adhesive sheets and then run my dye over it once I've got my chosen colour, and then that can readily go onto, you know, onto any kind of project ready. But that foiled look, it almost looks like I've foiled that, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't done any foiling whatsoever. It's all been done using these utterly fabulous gilding flakes, which I am so happy. I can't tell you how pleased I am that we can finally
And they're
say
so good as
They
well.
are so good. Exactly. Do you know what? That is the quality of our Leanne and the team up at Spectrum. It's a brand, one of our brands that is very close to Leanne's heart, because it's what started, you know, for her. It was her brainchild, shall I say? She's the mum behind it all. But beautiful flakes, gorgeous colours, quality is out of this world. Honestly, I know once you've got them, whether you're going for the starter bundle, whether you're going for the colours, whether you're going for the whole lot, you've got, opens up a new different type of crafting for you. Lots of things that you can do. I've shown you the backgrounds that you can do. I've shown you die cuts that you can do. Again, backgrounds with your waste bits. I've shown you the foams. I've shown you the stamping, but I forgot what I've done with my stamping. There it is. Showing you the stamping as well that you can do with it. This is just a tip of the iceberg that you can do, because there's so much more you can do with these flakes. And I know that you're going to have endless hours of crafting with them. I'm just going to say, share your makes with us. I can't wait to see what you do when you're creating with them, because I adore them.
And I kind of think it's going to go, you know, a bit like the tri-blend pens, for example. So there was other things on the market kind of similar, and then suddenly it's come out with Spectrum Noir, and I hear it time and time again, not from Crafter's Companion, from everybody else saying, this is all we use, this is all we use. And I think this is what's going to happen with these. Suddenly, yes, there's lots of other flake, you know, gilding flakes you can get. You'll try these, and I think in a similar way, like we see happening all the time with Spectrum Noir products, people will go, well, I'm only using this now, I'm only using this. And because the quality, we've seen it firsthand from all those amazing demos, it is incredible, from the colours, from the ease of use to the finish that you get as well. So we've got the full bundle on there. Remember, on the web, you can get them individually, you can get the starter kit. So do take advantage. Loads of you loving it. We'll try and do a little quick recap before the end of the show, if we can, just to give you another look at the colours, with, you know, some of the beautiful bits that you've got that we can show as well. I won't make you do more mess demo after you've cleaned up, don't worry. But we'll be back. We've got so much more to come up in the next hour as well. I'll share some makes after the break as well that you've sent through, and then of course you'll automatically be entered into that £100 competition to win. See you in a moment.
Hobbymaker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on Hobbymaker. Here at Hobbymaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobbymaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobbymaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your crafty makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 PM show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated, and get inspired with Hobbymaker.
Our call centre is based in the UK and available 24/7. Just call 0800 001 4433 or email help@hobbymaker.co.uk.
Here at Hobbymaker, we want your shopping experience to be as simple as possible. That's why you can buy as many items as you like all day and only pay one postage and packaging fee. It doesn't matter what weight, size or quantity of your order or how many times you check out that day, you still will only be charged one P&P. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
If you want to search our website for your favourite brands, simply go to hobbymaker.co.uk, click on brands, and you'll find all your favourite items all in one place. Shopping made simple with Hobbymaker.
This is Gemini, one of the fastest, quietest electronic die-cutting and embossing machines on the market. Its industry-leading high-pressure system delivers fantastic results from intricate dies and folders, all at the touch of a button. Its oversized opening and platforms provide for edge-to-edge cutting of US letter and A4 size with thin metal dies, allowing you to cut materials such as thin cardstock, vinyl, craft metal and fabric. No cranking needed, as it will move the plates through automatically and quickly, which means you may spend less time on preparation and more time on inspiration. The Gemini has optical switches, making it hands-free and fully automated, with a built-in auto-reverse function for protection. It's easy to use, so you're always in control. Its sleek, low-profile design makes it a superb addition to any craft workspace. It has built-in handholds, meaning you can easily take it anywhere. The Gemini is a universal die-cutting and embossing machine that works with the majority of all leading brands of thin metal dies and embossing folders. All of the platforms that you need come included in the box, as well as a thick rubber embossing mat for intricate detail work on your dual-purpose cut and embossed dies. The addition of the metal cutting plate allows you to cut intricate dies in a single pass through the machine and enables you to cut multiple layers of fabric. For a perfect cut every time, you need Gemini, the electronic die cutting and embossing machine made by crafters for crafters.
It couldn't be easier to watch Hobbymaker. You can join us on Sky, Freeview, on our website or on YouTube, so you can watch at home or on the go.
Okay, gosh, we're down to the final hour of the show already. We've still got loads more to come to you, more demos. Yeah, a lot more in the next hour. But just before we come across and give a recap of this brand new amazing bundle, I just want to share a few of your makes. Of course, if we put your piece onto the telly at any point, it does mean you're automatically going to that prize draw. On Saturday just gone, I gave the winner, I announced the winner who got £100 into their account. So yeah, you will all of course be entered. So here is Angela Astor. So thank you so much for this one. That's fantastic, isn't it? Especially for you. Lovely for someone's special card that we've got there. Thank you, Angela. Lovely. Christine, you've sent yours. Ah, beautiful. So an Easel card that we can see there. 50th wedding anniversary. That's gorgeous, isn't it? And you can see that beautiful sort of poem that's been put in that as well. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Thank you, Christine. That's for Brian and Linda. Barbara Mitchell. Oh, you've gone for the butterflies. We were just saying how much we love butterflies. So yeah, are they? The next few have got butterflies on. Yeah, well, you've got the same mind as me and Debbie then. John Richards, you got your butterflies. They're really nice. I've used the smaller ones to kind of give it that easel finish and effect as well. Beautiful, thank you. Lorraine as well, another one with the butterfly with the smile. I mean, that would definitely make you smile. I love your surname as well, Benito. That's nice, isn't it? Lorraine Benito. You sound very cool. I just think she sounds so cool. I feel like you should be I don't know, a film star or something. And yeah, beautiful. So thank you for that. You're all entered, of course, into the prize draw. The last Saturday of the month, whoever is presenting on that day will announce at 5 o'clock who is the winner. Right, let's come back to this, shall we? Now, this is brand new. We've got so many brand new things on today's show. It's bank holiday. We wanted to give you a real treat of a show. So we've got this here for you. Now, what we've got here is we have got your 3-in-1 create a card dies. So each one gives you that opportunity to create 3 completely different looks. And if you're thinking, well, how does that work? It's because with these dies, you get the 2 dies, you've got the border die, you've also got that inner focal die. So you can use them separately. Alternatively, you could use them together, and you can kind of see those options there on the front that you can see in terms of what we have. Now, all of this, you can get all of these together where you are actually getting an amazing 14 pieces, but almost like 21 different looks. On top of that, you could kind of cut out different focal points if you wanted to in terms of butterflies and things like that, and do anything that you wanted. So there's the large bundle, that's got the biggest saving, and we have within that the chance for you to get the elegant fairy, which I absolutely adore. You've also got the balloon bouquet, and then if we come to this, there's the celebration cake. also. Now, this next one, which also comes within the bundle, is the floral bouquet. This is completely exclusive to us here at Hobbymaker, brand new, can't get that anywhere else. That is here, just here at Hobbymaker, won't ever go anywhere else. And on top of that, you've got the floral peacock. I love that. I don't feel like you see that many peacock dies either. You've also got the butterfly garden. So obviously everybody loving their butterflies. You've got that one there. And then we've got the daisies and dragonflies as well. Now the dragonfly and the butterfly one, you also have that option, you can see it on this sample here, that the wings actually come up also, so isn't that just brilliant? So you can really get that kind of 3D effect with them. If you want the one that's the exclusive, you can see the Hobbymaker exclusive that's being used on that one also. Then here, just the kind of outer die has been used, so the border die, so it's up to you whether you want to use them all. It's so many different ways to do this that just works so gorgeously. Just want to show you a few of the samples that have been created from these pieces. And you can do, I mean, we saw boxes in the first hour, we saw that amazing nightlight that you could almost create. I was thinking a little person's room, putting that there would be absolutely lovely. You know, dragonflies, there is just so much. Boxes, tags, everything like that you can actually create from these. All brand new, of course, again today. So you can get the full bundle. Alternatively, they're available individually, or you can get 2 mini bundles. So you can get those three. This one is only in the large bundle, or of course available and on its own as well. So well done. Are you cleaned up? Do you need, yeah, it'll be okay, we're there. We'll have a quick look at the boards and then we'll come across to a demo.
No, I'm not cleaned up. I've got flakes everywhere, but oh my days. What a great show that was.
Wasn't it just?
Absolutely.
I know.
Although I've lost a tub of flakes and I'm thinking, I've searched high and low and I can't find them anywhere. Don't ask
We'll
me
find
how.
them, don't worry,
I
we'll
know,
find
don't
them.
ask me how. But let's go back and focus on these gorgeous dies, because these really are absolutely stunning dies. They offer you the 3-in-1, the way that they've been designed, from our creator card range at Crafters Companion, one of our most popular ranges that we do, because they create cards instantly, as you saw in that first show. Or if you didn't, stay tuned, because I'll show you how to use them as well. So what I'm going to do now is show you the boards. This is the exclusive die that comes to you at Hobbymaker. So you have got this beautiful floral bouquet, and it creates the beautiful frame. This one down here. Gorgeous frame on its own, stunning. The other die, because it comes in 2 pieces, creates the beautiful floral bouquet that cuts in, and you can use that on its own. That looks absolutely stunning. But bring them all together, and you've got that wow factor, because you've got the frame and the cutting element with the flowers, and look how gorgeous, intricate that detail is. That's the exclusive die here at Hobbymaker today, but we've got more designs for you. I adore the cake. Who loves a bit of cake? Because I do. What's your favourite cake?
My favourite cake's carrot cake.
Snap!
Is it?
Kindred spirits. Carrot cake's my favourite too. Is that Laura's saying?
And Laura's as well, yeah.
Carrot cake, especially with a fondant.
I know.
So yes, I do love a piece of cake, and this cake is just as equally gorgeous, because the die
It's a
comes
huge die, isn't it?
It's big. These are 5x7. I want you to
Brilliant.
just think about that in terms of metal.
Love it.
5x7. That's a big die, and it comes in the 2-part pieces, which down at the bottom creates that gorgeous frame, stunning frame. Look at the detail on this one. Beautiful frame. The cake itself, stunning. Again, just cutting this out into black card. Look how gorgeous it looks. Take your gilding flakes, whole new level. Go back up to the top, and we've got them both used together, create this gorgeous creator card instantly. So that's the gorgeous cake. Then we've got the beautiful balloons, and I call them beautiful balloons because I love a good balloon.
Yeah, me
I
too.
absolutely do love a good balloon, especially at party times. This, again, frame, balloons, together. And how gorgeous does that look?
Yeah.
Look at all that detail. Absolutely stunning. And every single one of the dies, whether you're going for one on their own, whether you're going for the smaller bundles, whether you're going for that big bundle with the exclusive die, offers you the same. 2 dies.
Yeah.
Create the frame. And this is gorgeous. I love that. I love this fairy. She's just absolutely magical.
Yeah.
So again, beautiful frame. Beautiful fairy there. Look at her. Gorgeous, delicate, lovely features to bring them together. And look at that. Absolutely stunning. So it's offering you more than one opportunity to create something. 3 different opportunities to create 3 different styles of cards in one set of dies. I absolutely adore these. They're fabulous. So again, we've got the dragonflies. Love these because they've got a little liftability factor to these. So the die comes in 2 pieces. You create the frame. You create the beautiful dragonflies with liftable wings. Let me just tell you, we've stuck them down just because of transportation, but I'll show you in a moment. And again, beautiful when you bring both of them together to create that lovely effect. Then we're going to move on to, and I think the next one is my favourite, butterflies. Love a good butterfly. 2 dies, 1 frame, 1 feature die, both together. And again, this one has got that liftability with the wings because the wings lift off and create an in-flight feature. And then lastly, that gorgeous, beautiful peacock, that proud peacock. It really is a stunning one. Again, 2 dies, 1 frame, stunning frame. Can I just tell you how gorgeous that frame is? 1 cut-in peacock, but use them both together and create this beautiful, beautiful panel. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to show you before we do a demo with them. But again, I'll bring back in my dragonflies so you get the idea of the concept. So lovely Nicole, what she's done here is just use that gorgeous frame with some of our nesting dies and a stamp. Gorgeous, beautiful card. Fresh, lovely, and equally as stunning as this one. And all she's done with these is she's used the same kind of card in the background so that you can see that 3-in-1 element. She's used the dragonflies on their own, but popped it into a stepper card, used the same background, and popped in a lovely sentiment. So that's 2 ways of using it. And then the last one, she's used both together to create this, and it creates the most beautiful feature. And again, what about using your gilding flakes on end of here on these? Oh, take that liquid glue and touch up the edges of those. Absolutely stunning. So that is 3 different styles of cards from 1 die.
So good.
That's how clever these dies are. Creating a card and some, which is what these offer you, these absolutely fabulous dies. I think they're brilliant, the idea. I've always loved to create a card concept. I've loved the idea of being able to create cards easily and quickly. But it's not just cards. I'll get me black and white boards in a moment and I'll show you again the kind of different things that you can do with them. But the possibilities here are endless. If you're going for the whole collection, you could even match some of the frames up and mix the frames up with other elements of the dies. If you use things like your nesting dies, like I did it, if you saw that first show, that's what I did on the last demo. That's the kind of thing that you can do with it. Honestly, they're just mind-blowingly good. The idea and the concept behind them that creates all those 3 different ways of using them is just fantastic. And then take it into different styles of card folds, different styles of bag making, different styles of your box making. What about your scrapbook pages? Big dies, 5x7. We're talking, you know, really good size dies here, which is just absolutely incredible at that fabulous price to get all of that concept in that one bundle. I think is amazing,
isn't it? And when you think that's almost around a £28 saving, so if you do want to take that whole bundle, that's the saving that you get, and it's on that 4-way split pay as well to make it as affordable as we possibly can for you. So £22.49. Again, it's brand new today and includes that amazing exclusive hobby maker only die. Right, are we going to use the cake?
Oh, I am.
Oh,
I love
lovely.
the cake. Yeah, it's just honestly just a gorgeous die.
Yeah.
I'm going to use our multi-purpose cardstock as well with this one. But again, on the front of your packaging, you actually get your ideas on how to use your outside border. You know, the central focus part with that main die being the feature part in the middle, but then collectively putting them together, that's what you can create, and that's why you get that 3-in-1 concept. There are lots of our design team members out there on social media. We are all on social media where we share our makes and we share all our different kind of designs, and that's exactly what we're going to do here with this one. So I'm going to bring in this beautiful outside, and I'll do it in the 2 parts to show you that 2-part that you get with it. So again, I'm just going to literally simply die cut out this element. And I said die cut, it's only going to cut out that frame around the outside. So I'm going to bring in my platform. And I did say some of these dies have got an extra feature to them where they can be embossed, and I'll talk about that in a moment, where you're going to bring in your additional shim with your rubber embossing mats. But this is a die cut, so I'm just going to pop on the combination, which is the plastic shim. I don't need the metal shim for this one, so I'm going to move the metal shim out of the way. Let's just push that there and pop my magnetic shim onto the top, because it's a thin metal die at the end of the day. So I just need the thin metal die combination. Please don't look at the machine. Oh my God, I've flaked it up. I've got gilding flakes all over everywhere. Steve, do not come in close. You'll see me black gilding flakes absolutely everywhere. I did say if you want to see the floor
behind us, it's okay.
And then I've got a new design on my nails. I I've got a bit of sticky ink on
That's
my
actually looks quite nice. It just looks like you've gone for the glitter.
But that's the fun, honestly, the fun that you're going to have with those gilding flakes is amazing. Just make sure you never know you're a fan or anything like that with them, and make sure you've got a pot ready to put all the waste into as well. Now, I did say I'll show you how to pop the extra embossed detail on. So you're just going to use your clear plate, your plastic shim, pop your die facing upwards this time. And then I'm going to pop on the top the rubber shim. Now, it does not cut into the rubber shim. This is a thinner shim than the magnetic one, but that's the one we do not use when it comes to our embossing detail with a die. And that's any of our dies. We'll talk about embossing. There is a little section, so if you have gone for that candy floss machine, there is an instruction booklet in there that tells you how to do die cutting. Embossing with your die cutting.
Brilliant.
Embossing with your folders, so your 3D folders, your 2D folders. So there's sections in there, and your multimedia, because obviously this machine is not, we call it a dual machine because of the die cutting and embossing, but it's also a dual cutting machine. It's a dual machine and more, because you think of all the mixed media and the multimedia that it can do as well. So for me, it's an absolute must-have. It really is. But the extra detail that you get, and I'm just going to lift that off so you can see that beautiful frame. And apart from flicking out those little pieces, the extra little frame that you're going to get, and I'll show you in a minute when I bring in some of our water reactive ink pads over the top of it. But I'm going to show you now that other element to it, because that's the frame part, which just looks absolutely beautiful. And I love this dotted design running across. It's got like a lattice feature going across there as well. And that's the difference when you add the embossing to it. It lifts it up a little bit more. It embosses it a little bit more detail. So I'm going to bring in now my cake bit. Now, I could use that cake piece onto a separate piece of cardstock without the frame. But I want to add this extra die, and I want to use them all collectively together, which again, just think... I've even got flakes on back of my tape. We'll use a different piece of tape there. Let's pop that down there. And I'll bring my plates back in. So I'm going to pop my... I don't need my rubber shim this time, so let's move that one to the side. Let's make sure I've got the combination right here. There we go. Yeah, that's it. So we've got our cutting plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim. And do you know, if you ever think, why does she talk to herself all the time?
Make sure.
It's a reminder.
I
Honestly, it's a reminder. I have done what 99% of most people do when they get hold of the machine. I've cut into my magnetic shim before.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just didn't concentrate, take it into, and I've got my die facing the wrong way around. So yeah, I always talk to myself, and I do it at home. Honestly, I talk to myself all the time in that craft room. What my neighbours must think of me, literally. I got too excited about the snooker yesterday because I'm a massive snooker fan. I'm hoping, I hope he's won it. I hope he's won it. Oh, rocket! I'm a bit.
Especially you had snooker fan and gilding flakes together, so it
well,
I
were in my element. Plus, I were prepping for this show as well. I were in my element. I really were. But yeah, I were making quite a lot of noise. So, and I mean, my son weren't even in, so I couldn't even say it was his fault because I was so loud yesterday, getting. You know, as you do, you get a little bit carried away when it comes to sports, and that's my kind of sport. Watching them knock some balls down some pockets. That's
sounds right, doesn't it?
Well, I'm born and bred in Sheffield, you see, so it is the hometown of snooker. So I'm really looking forward to it. I live in Barnsley now, but I was born and bred in Sheffield. All my family still live in Sheffield, so yeah, it's a big thing every year. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to bring in a couple of ink pads though. Let's bring in some pink, and I think I've got my sandstone. Let me see if I've got, I'm going to bring in a couple of ink pads. So I've got we have got some water reactives on the show actually. So I'm not sure of the colours, but we have got some.
We can bring them up for you. We've got a bundle, and I think we've got some individually as well on the web.
Now, I'm just going to literally take my ink now and go over, and you'll be able to see some of that design that's on there. But I'm going to just use a couple of pieces, perhaps a little bit of a pink round the flowers. But again, I mean, I'm using our all-purpose, or multi-purpose, should I say, white cardstock. Let's put some of this in there as well. And I'm just going across there. And this is just literally to have a little bit of colour, a little bit of colour to me design. But again, and the lovely thing, we talk about these ink pads because they are water reactive, so there's lots of techniques that you can do with them. We've got a ton of tutorials online, but they're perfect for painting with. So if you want to paint, just pop a little bit down onto your mat. I'm not going to do it because I've got flakes everywhere. Pop it down onto your mat and then just take a water brush and pick it up. It's paint, but they're perfect for distressing. They're perfect for blending, so you can blend a couple of colours together. Now, normally I wouldn't bring like a light brown with a pink together, a pale pink together, but you can do any kind of colours with them, so they're perfect for all your blend. Now, continue that all the way around, and I'm going to speed that process up because I want to try and cram quite a bit in this show because we've got some amazing things. And I've cut mine down to size, but that's the effect that you get. In fact, shall I hold it there? Let's hold it there so you can see that. And I've just literally, and when I say splodged, I mean splodged. I have splodged it all over. All over. And that's the kind of thing. And then you could do your faux bleaching over the top if you wanted to. Straight away now I'm thinking gilding flakes. Maybe add a little bit of gilding flakes around the edge as well. All those kind of things that you can do with them. But I am just going to bring it in, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple because I've got a nice 8x8 card. And I did say you could make these with any style of card, any size of card. Just because it's a 5x7 design doesn't mean to say that I can only use it on a 5x7. Because I can use lots of different sizes. But you've got a lot of scope when it comes to crafting with these fabulous dyes because of the different, the different ways that you can use them. So I'm just going to pop on now all my little pieces. Normally, I wouldn't waste things like glitter cardstock or mirror cardstock. I would be gutting them out and hollowing, or should I say hollowing in the centre part. But I'm just going to go in for speed, and I'm going to now bring this little one in as well, and it just gives it a little bit of a frame. And again, it's just 1/4 of an inch that I normally take off there, just around each piece, and then I'm going to pop. And normally I wouldn't use this glue either because I wouldn't use wet glue, the all-purpose, onto coated cardstock, but I'll be able to get away with it. On this occasion, there we go. So just popping that across. And then I'm going to now, and I've actually popped some foam pads onto the back of this because I'm just going to lift it a little bit. Oh, do you know what I forgot to stick down? My ribbon. I wonder if I can get away with it. Let's see if I can get away with it.
And we'll bring some foam pads in as well because we've
lost
got
my
a bundle of them in.
Honestly, I've put everything down. I've got one here. I'll use this one. Thank you. I'll just pop that down because I'm going to pop a bit of ribbon. Thank you. Completely forgot what that was called then. I'm just going to lift that up. Actually, this is the beauty of all-purpose glue. It doesn't stick instantly.
So
actually the wiggle time, so I can.
I'm glad you've used it.
I'm glad I used it now, and not the other one. But just to add that onto there.
Brilliant.
And then I'm going to lift off my foam pads that I've attached to the back.
I always think this is an amazing deal on the foam pads. 1,120 for £11.94.
Amazing.
It
really is. And you'll know Craig. We call him the foam pad king because he absolutely is. He's not just the foil press king, he's the foam pad king as well. I usually use our 3D Kalal glue because I am a lover of that one. However, it takes time to dry that one. This is instant. This is an instant double-sided adhesive that sticks instantly. Whereas with the 3D Kalal glue, or my chunky glue as I call it, it takes a while to set, so it's not an instant stick. You need to leave it to dry. But these offer you straight away instant stick. But again, just by adding a little bit of sparkle underneath, and I'm just going to go across there. Should have trimmed that down a bit more, but I think I can get away with it. I'm just going to pop it in that corner. Just lifts it a little bit, and then I'm just going to add on now. I've got a sentiment, and let's just pop my sentiment on there, and a bow. I'm just going to pop that one.
Beautiful.
And then a little bow. Let's go just above it this time. But again, created a quick card again, just by using a bit of ink, some of the amazing papers that we have and the cards that we have in our collection. But I think the dye does the speaking for you on this one. It really does, because it's got all that lovely detail. And of course I could add other things to it, like me sparkles and other little gems and things like that to it to really make it pop. But the dye does all the talking. It absolutely creates something really, really effective. It's beautiful. Lots of things you can do with them. I absolutely love them. And the fact that we've brought this into like an equation of using it 3 times differently.
Exactly.
The separate the separate background, the focal part, using the cake on its own, or bringing them all three in together, just creates something really, really wow. Absolutely love them.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
They
It
are,
really is. And
absolutely.
That's why so many people, of course, are sort of jumping straight in and getting these as well. That whole bundle has been so popular. And of course, massive saving on that, £22.49. If you want them in sort of separate, smaller bundles, they're on the web. You want the individuals, they're on the web as well. But that just shows, like what we said straight away, that cake dye is just an absolute showstopper, isn't it? It's amazing. Right, do you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over there and I'm going to bring you the smaller bundles as well, just so that you can kind of see. So there is the large bundle, but if you want to get the smaller bundles, then I'll bring them up for you as well, because you could get this, which is the celebration cake. So that's what you've just seen. So if you want the celebration cake, that's there. On top of that, you can get this one, which is the fairy, which I absolutely adore. And then also your balloon bouquet, so something that you're always going to use, aren't you, for any celebrations, for birthdays. So all three of those will come together. You can get them for £20 today on split pay, so £40 altogether. There is then another bundle, so then you're thinking, okay, but actually it's these ones I want, no problem at all, it's totally up to you. So you've got here, you've got the floral peacock that we can see, so beautiful peacock. You're going to get the same price again, and I actually think that one with the gilding flakes that we were saying as well. Can you imagine the colours you can come out with? Butterfly garden is there as well, that I know so many of you will adore, having the butterfly in that lovely dye. And then we have got the daisies and the dragonflies. So remember, each of these come with two dyes that you can use separately, the dyes, or you can use them completely together to create three totally different looks. On top of that, you've got this one, which is in the main bundle. You don't get it in the mini bundles. It is completely exclusive to us here at Hobbymaker. All of these brand new today. And this is Floral Bouquet. And this one is, you only ever get it from here, so you can get it individually if you would like, or as part of the big bundle. They are all of them, by the way, are, so if you're thinking, well, I just wanted that celebration cake, you can get it from the web at £16.99. They're all there at £16.99 individually, and then you get extra savings if you buy them in the bundles, or if you buy, you know, the mini bundles or the big bundles. So it's completely up to you, kind of how you would like to take advantage of these. So well done, of course, if you've managed to snap them up. Again, a few beautiful examples. You can see a gorgeous box that's been made there. That is with that web exclusive that we were talking about, that we've actually got on the screen at the moment. Another one that's been created from the web exclusive also. You can see that one really opens out absolutely beautifully. And then one more from the one that we're seeing on the screen at the moment. So you can just see how much you can actually do with that beautiful floral bouquet as well. And that's £16.99 on its own. All part of the big bundle where you get that extra and additional saving. So massive congratulations. Don't forget that if you go to our website, so you go to hobbymaker.co.uk, you can see everything that we've played in the show, because we've had so much. It feels very jam-packed, so I really don't want you to miss out on any of these. There's a couple of the craft spotlights that are left. You can see that there at £3.99 just for today, and then of course you can see everything else that is available as well. So from, you know, the foam pads, the card, you know, the stamping platform, as well as all of those brand new gilding flakes individually in the bundles that we can see, as well as this amazing brand new bundle. So just jump on there, add anything you want, because it is that one-off post and packaging fee between midnight and midnight, for as much as you want between midnight and midnight. Okay, we're gonna pop back across to have a look at another demo.
Now, I love the elegant fairy.
Me too.
Honestly, it's just a beautiful design. To be honest, if I was having to choose one, I don't think I could, because they're all so lovely.
Because you were sort of like butterfly effect.
Honestly, I love the butterflies, dragonflies, I love the cake.
So I thought the butterfly at first, but then when I saw the cake, I'm like,
no, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I do love, if you saw that first demonstration that I did, feels like a lifetime ago now, but way back right at the beginning, with the beautiful flower bouquet. It was just a floral bouquet, which is just beautiful.
And you can watch them back. That's what's brilliant. Yeah. Sort of after the show finishes, you can always go back to Hobbymaker, press on TV Guide, and you can watch any of the hours back. So when you get them home, you can do the demos.
Absolutely. So I'm going to use the elegant fairy. Now I'm going to use again, I love the collective use of them. Yeah. Now I took a piece of our multi-purpose cardstock. I'll give you the measurements of this one, just in case you want to recreate this at home. But this measures 11 inches, which is in length, by 7¼ inches, which is if I just hold it there so you can see it. So it's 11 inches by 7¼ inches. And I've actually scored it, if I remember rightly where I scored it, yeah, it was 2 3/4 and 5½ is where I've scored it, because I'm creating a little bit of a different fold with this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the one that I've brought in with a coloured element to it. So I'm just going to bring that in so you can see.
Love that,
I've used some of our water reactive inks with this one. And this is, I've got Lemon Tonic on here, I've got Oasis, I've got a bit of my pink tulip, I think I used a bit of crushed velvet, and I used spring meadow as well to create this. And because the water reactive, it does mean that you can use, like your faux bleaching technique, I've just dropped a bit of water over the background there to create that lovely background piece. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the frame and the fairy, because I want to cut out a nice little central piece to this. Now, you can, like I said, use this in one go. You don't have to do it in 2 separate pieces. So pop in both of those in. All you need to make sure, and I suppose it depends on how confident you feel.
Yes, yeah.
Because I know that there's some people that don't like to do this, but you can do this. Literally, just make sure that you've taped it down well.
Okay.
And that's all, the only bit of advice I would give you. Take your pieces down so it doesn't move.
Yeah.
So on this occasion, I'm going to pop a bit down and hope to goodness that I ain't got any more gilding flakes everywhere. But I'm going to now run this through my machine. So I'm going to pop that onto my plate.
Yeah.
And then just bring back in my platform again with my plastic shim, my magnetic shim, and the other cutting plate, and run that through so that I'm creating straight away a full creator card instantly. Which again, just honestly, it's just so easy to do these. There's such a fun factor to them as well. They really, really are. They're lovely. And it's again that ability. I could have just used the fairy in the centre if I wanted, or just use the frame. Yeah, I love that idea behind it. So I'm gonna, because there's that again, that nice little feature, and I did say, if you watched that first show about lifting your tape off when you do the extra bit of embossing with your embossing panel, but I am going to leave just in the centre of my dies. What's not going to affect it, it's just going to hold it into place so that the die doesn't move, but I've just taken it off the edges. So again, let's bring back in the plastic shim, pop in that over. Oh look, I've got flakes everywhere. Oh dearie me, I think I'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight, tidying up tonight. I don't think I'll be getting away early. But I've got to make sure it's all clean before the next one's down. I can't remember. Is it? I can't remember who's coming down next. Is it?
I don't know.
Is it? I know it's not Craig. I don't think it's Craig.
No, I'm not.
I know Michelle's coming up later on in the week. I think Michelle's here on Friday. I want to say. I can't remember who's here tomorrow.
I'm not sure. Corinne tomorrow?
Is it Corinne tomorrow?
Corinne?
I know Corinne's here next week with Sarah doing a takeover.
Yes, that sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that'll be a good one. But I'm not sure who
Corinne's here on Wednesday. I don't know. You'll find.
Oh, so it must be Corinne on Wednesday then. I know Michelle. I'm sure it's Friday. Michelle's in. Because you might not have met Michelle before. She's been working with us since last September.
I saw her come just for the...
Yeah, she came with Debbie to have a look around.
Yes, she was lovely.
But she normally works up at our head office, so... But yes, so she's going to be here on Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, I think Friday.
Yeah.
So yes, so it'll be lovely for Michelle to...
When are you doing the takeover?
I don't think I'm down on one for a takeover.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think I'm down on one.
Corinne,
it's Corinne, yeah. Corinne, the other Mrs. Robinson. I was the first Mrs. Robinson. She's the other Mrs. Robinson.
She's inspired by you. It's fine.
Oh, it's lovely to have Corinne on board. It is.
Yeah.
Now then, when you take that out, you have that added little detail. It means it's given me all those lovely little swirls on there. But in fact, where's my die cleaning brush gone? Let me just see if I can get my die cleaning brush.
Yeah.
But again, this, honestly, when you take your inks to it as well, just amazing. They're absolutely fabulous. Really, really fabulous. So again, let's pop. There we are. Let's take those panels. In fact, every single time I see another piece there, you think you've got them all out, and then you find another one, out they pop. But now that's got that lovely factor which literally sits there. Now I'm hoping I've not lost me.
Which one are you looking
I think I've lost me black. Oh, it's there, silly old me. There it is.
Oh yeah, there.
And then I'm gonna just now, and it literally is the same folds, but we're just gonna pop that on to create this little. Wait a minute, Debbie, you've got it the wrong way around, girl. What are you like? There we go. go the opposite direction to create a different kind of a fold. Before I put that together, I've got some matching panels using the same colours to create my side borders. So it's the same colours. I've not done anything different. I've splashed it with a bit of water, and it gives me this little faux bleaching kind of technique, which again is absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, it is.
Now then, popping that panel on, we'll pop one on that side. Just make sure I've got that nice and central. One on the other side. And then what I'm going to do is, oh, Debbie, just make sure you've got that. Yeah, that's right. Just checking.
Sure it's there,
Just checking. And then I'm going to pop that one on that side. And even so, do you know, we aren't even adding any back panel at the minute. It looks absolutely fabulous.
Does it? Yeah.
I could pop some acetate around the back if I want
so
to.
true.
Do you know what I've done? Good job I've used it again.
Other
It's a
way
good job I've used it. I've used it on the wrong way round. Of course it, Debbie. It's a bigger panel. You did your measurements. How can you forget? You only did it yesterday. Oh, dearie me.
You were watching the snooker.
It is. I blame Ronnie Sullivan for that. I blame him because I was just mesmerised by him. He were on fire yesterday. On fire. I wonder if he's one. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be able to wait. I asked my son, I said to him, please don't forget to take the snooker. So when I get back tonight, I want to sit down and watch it. But I don't know if he's... Because he were 12.
He remembers.
I think he were 12-5 up last night or something like that. Or 12. I mean, literally, Trump had a little bit of... Trump had a lot of catching up to do. But you can tell I'm a snooker fan, can't you? Well, we each have his own. Do you like any sports?
I like football, so yeah.
Oh, you see, that don't really interest me anymore.
Well, I was like, my dad wanted a boy and I'm the only girl, so he just took me. I was always in my football kit, like always playing football, always got my season ticket and stuff, so it worked.
Yes, who you support?
Leicester.
Oh, right, yeah. I've got a friend who supports Leicester. Yeah.
We've had some good... I mean, we had a bad result yesterday, but I think we put out a reserve team, so it was sort of not surprising. We've got like a big European match, and I think they've gone, well, we're not doing very well in the Premier League this year, so we'll just put that aside now. We'll wait till the European match.
I'm also a darts girl. I love a bit of darts as well.
What? Darts, yeah.
Yeah, I love darts too.
One of my friends is one of the, people on ITV that kind of speaks through the darts matches.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd never really seen it, and then I went down to a game with him, and I was like, this is amazing. It's really good, isn't it? Like, so yeah, I get that.
Bless you. Let me just make sure I'm getting this the right way around. There we go. So I'm popping this on now, and I create my little panel. So I'm just going to pop that on, and I'm just going to stick down that panel onto that one and that onto that back piece. And again, you've created yourself. In fact, tell you what I'll do. I'll just do that now with my glue. So I'll pop a bit of glue. There we go. Bit of runny glue just on the back. I say runny glue, it's our wet all-purpose Kalal glue, which is just a fabulous glue. You've seen me, it's got me out of a couple of scrapes today because you've got that wiggle time, because it doesn't set straight away, but once it does set, it sets like, honestly, like cement. It's fabulous. It's a solvent-based glue, but it's absolutely sensational for doing things like getting it into place, positioning it into place, and because it's wet, you've got that wiggle time to get it into place as well. And then I'm just going to now, there you go, create a lovely little inner piece to my card there, and my lovely little panels. But again, just showing you how fabulous you can create cards quick and easy, so effective, really, really effective. Perfect for paper piecing. If you love paper piecing, you could do that as well. But a lovely, lovely style. And of course...
I just want to frame it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't feel like you just...
Home decor pieces, absolutely. So really, really beautiful. Lots of lovely ways that you can use them. And that was just with some white multi-purpose cardstock and some inks to create that, and a bit of black matte cardstock in the background. Very quick and easy. A couple of little sentiments on there. Super quick, super easy. Absolutely amazing. Creating another card, another style of card for you quite quickly.
Yeah, totally different. So well done. So if you want that one, remember you can get it individually or part of this massive bundle that we've got there at $22.49. And it is just each of them. It is, you like see another and you go, is that my favourite? Here's another one that's been created as well. If you want to have a look at something else that you could maybe do with that exact same die, it's just so lovely. As a child, I had a fairy that visited me every single day. And she used to give me one cherry drop every day. And I'm sure it was just a bribe to make me behave. Like, she won't get you a cherry. And sometimes I was naughty, no cherry drop. So these little things, it worked. So that's what it reminds me of. I was always like, I won't do bribes. Now I've got a 3-year-old, I'd totally do bribes. Anything to make him behave. It's like...
We do. We've got in our local park at Elsica, there's fairy doors on trees.
Yeah.
And it's the only way we can get Safi to walk up, because she wants to be picked up everywhere. She calls it uppies. But it's the only time, because she wants to get to fairy trees and go and open the door.
Go. Oh, I love that.
So it's lovely. You'll do anything, won't you?
Yeah.
Anything.
100%. Anything that works with the youngsters. We are going to do a really, really quick recap of these embossing folders. Now, I launched them just last week and they were incredibly popular. I've had loads of you asking if we can have another look at them. So we'll just do a really quick recap on them. And then you can get them, because I know a lot of you wanted to just have another look of them as well. So you've got it where you can get, once again, you can get the whole collection. So you can get the 18-piece, or of course you're able to get them individually as well. It's totally up to you. But they were totally new just a few days ago, and you can have a look here at exactly what you're getting. The effects of these embossing folders.
Well, they're not just embossing folders, because they're embossing folders with dies and stamps. Yes. They offer you the whole complete package. For me, they're absolutely incredible because of lots of different things that you can do with them. They're big as well. They're a really lovely size, and so beautiful. I know Craig was super excited about these, and he did some amazing demos. I saw the shows. He did some beautiful demos with them. They're absolutely incredible value for money as well when you think of what they can do for you, because you can use the embossing folders on their own. You can use the dies on your own. You can use the stamps on your own, but collectively bringing them all together create the most beautiful effects. And I've got a few samples to show you in a moment.
That'll be absolutely brilliant, and we'll see them, because I mean, you've got. I remember when we did these, I was saying I think you've got every sentiment as well.
I think that covers all sorts of different occasions.
You've got from celebrate with that, and you can see you've got this one, which is happy birthday. I know that one was very popular, so very quite limited on its own. Just a note that we've got there as well. You've got congratulations on this one. You've got make a wish, and then you have got with love. But you can see each one has totally different patterns on the embossing folder. And then, like we say, you get that beautiful die. Now, all of those stamps can kind of work on each one as well. So with you can sort of mix and match them and everything, which is so clever about them. And have a little look at some of the samples.
These are beautiful. These are what Marie did for us crafters. She's a very talented crafter, and just take a look at some of this. This is incredible. Inks, the stamps, the dies, and then add a few little embellishments to them. But not just card making. Look at this one. I adore this. And even down to the detail around the edges of the boxes, we've used those dies and the stamps to create a really beautiful wow factor. This one, I love the idea behind this, because this is using not one, not two, but 3, and extending it onto your embossing folder, because there's nothing to stop you from splitting your embossing folder up and elongating it if you want to. There's nothing from stopping you from popping it onto the side as well, which creates a whole new different look. This one has created a complete card blank from scratch, and it literally is run through the embossing, some inks, add those details on, and you've got a ready-made card instantly. And she's done that with a few of them, so I'll show you a few more of those, because again, just to show you, look at the inks on this one. Ooh, my days, they're absolutely beautiful. But again, you can take it into lots of styles, lots of different things. This one I absolutely love, because it's a letterpress technique that our Sandy's done with this one, onto a reverse easel kind of card here. Sorry, reverse gatefold, Debbie. Not an easel. That's not an easel. It's, oh God, you can tell it's getting late. But again, lots of things that you can do with them, and they are really effective. Stunning embossing. I love embossing folders. There is a lot of techniques out there that you can do with embossing folders. Our own Jan did 17 different types of embossing folder techniques in a couple of hour shows that's still available on YouTube. Just search that online, and loads of different things that you can do with them. They're such an underrated craft product.
Amazing.
But they're not when you've got them in this format, because there's so much you can do with them.
It is just how it immediately pops. It kind of comes out of the die cut machine, and obviously you've got that 3D element with the embossing, and then it's as soon as you put your inks or whatever you kind of want to do colour-wise onto it, and you suddenly see that pattern coming alive, don't you?
Comes to life. Use your gilding waxes, use your dark cardstocks. What about using gilding flakes?
Yes.
You could use your gilding flakes over them as well with your liquid glue. You could touch up around the edges, touch up raised elements from them, and use this and create some really lovely effects as well. There's honestly some beautiful things you can do with embossing folders.
They're so good. And obviously with these embossing folders, because it comes the die and the stamp as well, you can see that you've actually got, with the embossing folder, you have that area that you saw kind of on those samples as well that is left between the difference of the patterns. So yes, you can use your die and then you can kind of pop that on foam pads, but you can just leave it flat as well and just stamp onto it. It's totally up to you kind of how you want to do it. But every one of these come in with a stamp, come in with a die cut, and of course come in with the embossing folder as well, all with different sentiments. $49.99 if you want to get them all in this big bundle, or if you think individually, I just want this one, which is just a note, go on the website and you can get them individually as well. Are you wanting to squeeze in another demo?
I wanted to do some gilding flakes.
Should we do some more gilding flakes? Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. We've got 15 minutes.
I've been a bit messy, but I thought, well, can I just change it up a little bit?
They're brand new. We can't not come back to them.
And exactly. And I know you've got the boards, and we'll go through those in a moment. But there's a lot of things that you can do with our gilding. Did I give you the samples?
I've got the samples here.
I thought so. Can I just use
There's
those?
the samples. There you go.
These are, honestly, and I've only fetched a few because gilding flakes are amazing at the best of times.
Yeah.
They add a real touch of luxury to your makes. I adore this one. We've kept this really simple. Nicole, who's done these for us, kept it really, really simple. A little bit of an inky background, then took some die cuts. Oh my God, that is just beautiful. This comes from the starter kit, which is those lovely 3D foams. You can even do things like die cutting with them as well. Stamping with them, I'll show you again. We might do that quick technique and I'll do it on some white cardstock so you can see what you can do with this. But again, using those beautiful, I'll get the right way around there, those 3D foams that come from that starter kit, but stamping with them as well. Look at that gorgeous detail there. Use all of your stamps that you've got in your collection, but not just stamps. Can I tell you, I own a lot of embellishments, as in MDF embellishments.
Yeah, they're great.
And using that liquid glue, you can do exactly the same thing with these. You simply, and I said douse it in glue, but you don't. You just cover it with glue. And then put your gilding flakes over the top and buff it up, and I'll show you that in a moment. And then everything on there, even down. Can we just get a little bit of a closer look at this edging?
Of course.
Right, this is using glue. So that liquid glue has just been, and I say splodged, it's a terrible thing to say, but apply the glue. That's the way.
Yeah, there you
apply the wet glue around the edges and literally just squirt it around the edges and then let it go tacky and then stick your gilding flakes and then buff it off and look at that.
Yeah.
Nicole's a whiz. I mean, Nicole's been another one that has been on at Leanne for absolutely ages to get hold of these. And I can't believe we've actually brought them now under our Spectrum Noir brand. I'm just going to show you this one. She's coming really close to this. Look at that technique there. Oh, Nicole, she's a whiz, honestly. And it literally is, again, a little bit of glue just popped into the background, flakes over the top. But can you see this background? That has been created using red liner tape. And it literally is absolutely, look at that. It looks like it's been foiled.
Yes, it does.
It really looks like it's been foiled. So beautiful and elegant, and so excited that we've got them here now in our collection.
Should we just show you all of the colours? Because if we kind of just pop this up, you can literally see all of the brand new colours that we have today. Now, in terms of what's on your screen at the moment, these three come in the starter kit, but all of the rest of them you can actually get for that price that's on your screen at the moment. It takes them from £5 normally a pot to £3.75, so a big saving. So you've got the Midnight Mauve, the Deep Iris, the Lapis Blue, Patina Sunglow, Rich Copper, Verdigris, Blush Rose, Soft Rose, Pretty Pink, Cosmic Outer Space, Blue Moon and Starlight. So absolutely exceptional, and of course right down at these prices today. So the best way to get them is in the bundle, but of course if you want them as individuals, then they come in 3 colourways I can give you a quick look at as well. So if you want them as the individual, we've got the Patina, which is this one here. That's the Sunglow, the Rich Copper and the Verdigris. And you can just see the colours that actually pop out of those, can't you? I mean, it is absolutely spectacular. We've also got the opportunity and the chance here for the Carnival. That's Midnight Mauve, Deep Iris and Lapis Blue. Again, gorgeous metallic finish. You can get that one on its own. We can come across to this one, which is the Cosmic, which is Outer Space, Blue Moon and Starlight. And then yeah, Carnival was incredibly popular on its own, which was the one you said and immediately was your favourite at first.
I love it, I just love them. The colours are gorgeous.
Yeah. And then this one is the blush. So if you want the blush, that's Rose Gold, Soft Rose and Pretty Pink. So it's completely up to you. And then there's the starter kit as well. So if you want the starter kit, that is the silver, you've got the copper, you've got the gold, the Oriole that we can see there. You've also got the foam pads that we were talking about. So you've got 39 of the Swirls and Flourish, 57 of the Nature, and then this amazing amazing, amazing flakes toolkit. You can get this for £7.99 on its own or part of the starter kit as well. Everything is individual on the website. If you want to take advantage of that way, it's totally up to you. Oh, what are we going to do then?
Well, I thought I'd just grab some of these
Yeah.
3D foams. I'll just pop a couple on
Amazing.
here.
Yeah.
But these are literally like your embellishments. So we've got flourishes, and then we've got some animal ones, which you've got your butterflies and your dragonflies and your flowers and all those kind of things. But these are double-sided adhesive ones. So I'm just going to try and get that onto there. Let's see if I can. And I'm just going to pick up the little waste bit that I don't want in there. So let's just take that off. But so you just attach them to your cardstock. So literally, let me move that out of the way for a second. Put those on and then lift off the top carrier sheet. So we'll just pop the top carrier sheet off. Again, I can see I've left a little bit on there. I can see it today. Normally I get with my fingers and my fingers feel it when it's not stuck. So I'm going to lift all of those off. And again, you'll get these on. I would use these for embellishments. I really would. But of course, you could be making little background pieces with them as well. But they're very, very easy to use because they're double-sided adhesives. Of course, you could use, you know, those foam sheets. You could do this kind of technique with foam sheets and then your die cuts if you wanted to do that as well. But these are really handy for having those embellishments. There are 30, I think there was 30, is it 39 of the flourish?
39, yeah, of the flourish.
Yeah, 57 of the...
57.
Yeah, 57 of the animals, 39 of the flourishes, is that right?
Yes, that's right,
Oh, Debbie,
yeah.
you've just realised you've took... Did you see me? Stuck my hand straight over
So, yeah.
top of them. I mean, for
Bring it
goodness
with you,
sake.
it'd be like that.
Oh, how many minutes are left?
It's all right, only 10. You just want to show the black cardstock off. You're like, look how good the black
Just went
cardstock
straight over the top. I'm like, why is my hand sticking? Of course, Debbie, you've just taken the back off there. Right, so lovely, lovely. I know, I can't remember her name. Who's the girl that's been looking after me today? The lovely young girl. Kat. Kat's been looking after me. She found me missing Gilding flakes.
She did.
Yeah, I must have just rolled them off the desk without realising. Regular occurrence in my craft room, can I tell you? So I'm going to use these. I mean, 200 mils you're getting in this per pot. 200 mils per pot.
Wow.
What a shot that is.
Straight away.
Oh my days. And these flakes are divine. Look at the flakes. Big flakes, little flakes, but gorgeous colours in here. Now this is coming in your starter kit, so I'm going to layer down a few just onto there. I'm going to do a little bit of mixing, I'm not going to lie, because I've got them all on there. So I'll mix my colours up a little bit, put my flakes down. That's that gorgeous Oreo.
Ariel.
We've got the beautiful, I'm not going to call it silver, but we've called it argent.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know why we just didn't call it silver. Is argent another word for silver?
Sergeant like posh silver.
Is that what it means?
I don't know. I just feel like it sounds like posh silver.
Well, we'll go with that one.
I've heard of the word. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go posh
yeah,
silver.
no, I'm just thinking, well, I'm going with yours. I have absolutely no
Is that
idea.
not Argentinium? Isn't that the like posh variety of silver, Argentium?
I know.
So I'm thinking maybe it's from that.
Do you think it could be?
Yeah.
And then you've got burnished copper. So you've got 600 mils in that starter kit. We've got that runny glue. You've got the dry ink pad, which is fabulous as well. And if you go back to that show we did at 4 o'clock, and I'll show you, you'll be able to see how to use it. It's very, very easy to use.
There we go.
Look at the copper. Oh.
Amazing.
And literally just pop it in. You don't need to use a lot of these. I mean, I'm being probably a little bit over using of the flakes, but I'm just making sure they're covered over all the areas. But the flakes are beautiful. Wait till you get them home and you're actually running your fingers through them. They're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to run that across just to get the excess across those foam pads. But then I'm going to bring in one of my little sponge applicators that you're getting in there, and you simply then just literally to move that around, and if you've missed an area you can go back in with your flakes and then go back over, and it's just buffing off the excess. Is that the right way to use?
Yeah.
And because I've used 3 different colours, oh, they're gorgeous. These, I've normally done me foam pads in just the one. However, let's see if I can get that off there.
Yeah.
Flick off my excess bits because I've not buffed it all up, because you need to go in all your nooks and your crannies. And obviously I'm using it with just to show you how to use them, basically. I wouldn't be using them like this. I would be popping them onto single sheets. In fact, I would probably leave it in the carrier sheet, peel off all the backing, run my Gilding flakes over, and then they're all ready to use when you want to add a little embellishment to them, just for speed. But only if our Steve can get in close there.
Oh, look.
Oh la la.
Oh, so good, isn't it?
They are beyond good.
Yeah.
These are absolutely beautiful.
Fine.
Take a look at the effect that you get with these fantastic quality gilding flakes. Only the best. What I've learned very fast. Not just working for them, because I've been, a big fan of Crafters Companion before I started working for them. And Spectrum Noir has been a big love of mine, and we have just grown and grown and grown that brand. And finally, hallelujah, praise be the Lord, we have finally got the Gilding Flakes here with us because, well, can you tell I'm a bit giddy?
I see
beyond
why.
giddy that we've got these fantastic flakes with us.
You can see the other ones that you did. I mean, they're brand new today. You're getting these incredible launch prices as well. There's the other ones that you did obviously before you came as well, just to give more of a look on the foam pads, which come of course as part of the starter kit, or you can get them individually on the web. It's totally up to you. But do not miss out on those. Right, we're going to, so remember, you can get of course all of those brand new colours also. And they are just absolutely everything, aren't they, that you've got just there. I mean, the hues, the tones that you're seeing. So if you want to get the starter and you want to get the full bundle, you can see when you look at this, the colours, that just sums it up. When you put it like that, you go, you're getting all of these.
I mean, look at those colours. Those colours are out of this world. I have always loved gilding flakes because of the many different ways that you can use them. And normally you get that. Some places do mixed colours and things like that. We've done like beautiful specific colours here in this range that create the most amazing effects. You can do your die cut pieces. If you saw me do the butterfly one earlier, that's what you can do with these gorgeous pieces. You can do things like this. You can do those lovely background techniques with your red liner tapes. You can use your stamps. I forgot where I've put them all. I apologise, but it's getting late now. But you can do stamping with it because all you're going to do is take your dry ink pad, pop your wet glue into it, obviously take the top off there like so, pop your wet glue into there and make sure it covers the whole of that surface, and then use it to stamp over your stamp, and then you've turned your stamps in your collection into another form of crafting because you can put your flakes over the top. Just need to let it go tacky. What about this Versamark pens out there and things like that, where you can draw and write. If you love your drawing, you could do that as well. You could take a paintbrush. You could use this actually because it's got a fine nizzle. Fine nizzle? What's a fine nizzle?
Nozzle.
A fine nozzle. A fine nozzle that you can actually draw with. Let it go tacky. Then put your gilding flakes off. Buff them up. Hey presto, you've got beautiful writing as well.
So remember, you can get this big bundle. You've got individually Carnival is these colours, Cosmic is these colours. We've got Blush there as well, and we've got Patina. We're going to do a really quick recap, the highlight on the brand new bundle that we've been able to bring to you today as well. We're going to get the price straight down on that. 18-piece collection. It's completely brand new, which is the 3-in-1 Create a Card dies. And remember, if you want those amazing gilding flakes, you want this bundle as well, you still only pay that one-off postage and packaging fee. All of these are available again individually in smaller bundles, as well as that large bundle that gives you the biggest saving of around £28 on that. Remember, each one gives you 3 totally different looks. What you are getting there is you are getting the border die, you are getting that centre die, and then you can put them both together and create the whole look. So it's it's totally up to you. There's just a few here that we've kind of created from that, and you can see they are absolutely amazing what you can actually get from these as well. That's the peacock one that you can see there. Another one totally different. They're just extraordinary. Yeah, they're amazing. So yeah, everything's on the web. Everything's on the web. So all I would say is if you've only just joined us, you've missed out on anything, jump back onto the web and take advantage. Because remember, the tape pen's there in a 3 for 2. We've got that amazing only $3.99 spotlight. Until midnight. It goes back up to the normal price. So don't miss out on anything. Jump back onto the web. When are you back?
Somebody asked me this earlier, and I think it's on another lovely event that I love, which is Eurovision Day, which is 14. I think it's the 14th of May. I'm back. Okay, don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. I could be back before, but I can't remember. But we've got loads of our gorgeous guest demonstrators coming up with some more amazing products this week as well, and obviously we've got our lovely Sarah doing the takeover next week for Corinne as well. It's going to be fabulous. But get hold of these while you can, because I don't know how long they're going to hang around for. Let me just tell you. But yes, get hold of them while you can and play and gild
Yes.
things to your heart's content.
Enjoy,
Already given Steve a
enjoy.
couple of ideas on what
I
he
know.
can do for us. But yeah, just
I know.
enjoy them.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you
been
very
a
much.
pleasure. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your bank holiday Monday. Gemporia Lifestyles up next.
Hobbymaker are proud to work alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry. Keep watching for these brands and many more here on Hobbymaker. Here at Hobbymaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your Hobbymaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky Hobbymaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your craft you makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 p.m. show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated, and get inspired with Hobbymaker.